Hallå. Hello, chat. I'm a little tired. I was up last night. I did all the recording I needed to do for the new ID reviews. I wrote the entire script, and when I got up this morning, I recorded the script. So I'm a little sluggish. My stomach's also feeling a bit off. So if I have to get up at some point and just leave without saying anything, that would be why. It is 1 p.m., but good morning. Yeah, today we're doing the thing. What do you think of the new Liu Yu sang? I'm gonna watch it. Watch? I'm gonna go over them before we start, because I usually do when there's new equipment to go over. So yeah, actually, you know what? Let me just start with that. In fact, that's poise. We've got new Yi Sang, we've got a new Thoracalgia for Faust. Let's do Thoracalgia first, because that's less important overall. So this ego is really good. It does a lot of damage. The healing from the passive is really nice. Even if it is a very small amount, it does just help. In terms of poise ego that heal HP, there really isn't much, unless you count Soda, which you probably should, because it's not a bad ego. And Nebulizer Alpha just giving everybody 1 poise count every turn is awesome. It's not as noticeable as the other Nebulizer, but it's very, very good. Still. Plus, you don't need to rely on Pride Absolute Resonance in order to get it, so there's that too. How you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you, Matt. The skill itself, giving Shallow Exhale, is just a consistency thing. It's not super necessary. Giving a poise count at 3+ Pride Resonance on use is awesome. This is 3 poise count on Faust herself because it's on hit and has 3 attack weight. The only thing it really doesn't have is the roll. Does she give it as a buff to everyone? No, she keeps it on herself and then it gives buffs to everyone every turn. It's like Ryoshu's, but less interesting, I guess. But yeah, I think honestly, if you want an ego that does a lot of damage rather than an ego that heals a lot, you probably take this over Fluid Sac anyway. It's pretty easy to fuel in poise anyway. Especially since her poise ID perfectly fuels it. I don't know how I feel about every new ego being perfectly fueled by an ID that a Sinner has. That really likes that ego. Like, this Thoracalgia, perfectly fueled by Blade Lineage Faust. Ryoshu's Thoracalgia, perfectly fueled by Butler Ryoshu. What else is new? What other new ego did we get this season? Asymmetrical Inertia? I mean, it's not perfectly fueled by Elfie Heathcliff, but that's just because he doesn't have 4 Sin Affinities. But other than that, he does have 3 that are needed. You are early? I am a little early, yeah. But I just didn't want to wait, you know? But, yeah, I think Thoracalgia is really good. I honestly might... I'm gonna equip Fluid Sac, by the way. I'm just gonna use Fluid Sac, I don't care. It's gonna be a separate video for this banner? Yes. It's gonna be out on Saturday. I'm currently in the process of making it. At least Liu Yisang doesn't feel 4th match. You would think that, but he actually just does. Not perfectly, but he does feel it. Speaking of Liu Yisang, we should talk about him, because he's pretty good. I don't know why he has tank speed. He's not a tank. He's more of a support damage dealer. But he just has tank speed for whatever reason. Relatively low HP. But the big thing is his support his passive. For 4 Wrath owned, you heal somebody by 5 to 10 SP at the end of every turn. And if they inflict burn, they heal 5 more. And also, if you have 4 Wrath Resonance, you heal an additional person. He is insane. He's really, really strong just for this passive. Just another case of Liu IDs having atrocious speed ranges. Most of them are average, and this one is technically average because 4 to 6 is average. But he does let Dawn Office Sinclair stay super for longer, but that really didn't matter. I never really had problems with that anyway. Support passive is base Yi-Sang support passive, but less SP overall, and hits 2 allies. But also 3 Wrath Resonance. Because it's 3 Wrath Resonance, you probably won't find any use for it outside of burn anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he does perfectly fuel Crow's Eye View, which is very important, actually. Because it's a fantastic way to get speed in burn, because burn IDs tend to be average to slow. So, that's really important. Flame Hue, this is just a standard burn skill 1. I think it's probably the strongest burn skill 1 in the game, unsurprisingly, because every new idea has to have the strongest of something. But like 30% more damage and 2 coin power based on enemy burn is a lot. Infernal Assault, this is Liu Ishmael's skill 2, almost verbatim. This damage conditional isn't on hers, and he inflicts 1 more burn per hit, but it's pretty much just Liu Ishmael's skill 2, but slash. So there's really nothing to complain about there. Flow of the Sword, big damage and coin power conditionals. Also, heals 15 SP for an ally with the lowest SP, and if it kills you, or if the target has 10 or more burn, you heal an additional ally. So this is 30 SP total just from using a skill, and that's nuts. Though he does actually have to attack with it, you can't use it and lose a clash to get that effect. That doesn't work. He has to win the clash or one side for it to do anything. But this is also just Liu Rodia's skill 3. The exact same on-hit effect, but also they have a 60% burn damage conditional, so... Why is it 2% on the skill 3, but 5% on the skill 2? Like, you need 20 burn for this one. For this, you need 30. Am I doing my math right? No, you need 12 for this one, and 30 for this one. Just getting back from my first job interview. What I missed? Nothing yet. I'm just going over the new stuff. They took Ishmael and Rhodia and fused them into one, and then made them better. That's definitely true. His defense skill is a counter, which doesn't really matter, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the shield is neat, but aside from that, it doesn't really do much. Especially since the offense level's really low. But hey, does he consume more count than Rhodia? No, I'm pretty sure they both consume 2, but I'll check. Yeah, it's exactly the same effect. He has a sword and good drip. I mean, that's always true, yeah. So, this is my burn team now. You might notice that Ryoshu is not Butler anymore. And that's because they're really... Ooh, I almost messed that up. And that's because there's really no need for me to restrict myself to not have Gluttony anymore. So, I might as well have a Ryoshu that's, like, decent for burn. But this also means that I can equip Lantern and actually use it now. We will be taking Impending Day, though, and not Hex Snail, because I think Hex Snail kind of sucks. What other ego do I not have equipped properly? Why is... I think I have Bygone Days equipped here for additional healing if I need it. But Capote, now that I have a Lantern, I don't really need to worry about that. I'm bringing Fluid Sac, which is kind of lame, but whatever. Yep, he's good. I am actually going to be... I have these guys leveled up, because I figure I probably should. Considering what all we're doing today. I actually don't know. I think this is fine for Greg. For Gug. I like Magic Bullet, but I feel like Holiday might be more useful. Then again, we did just get a big SP healing ally, so maybe not. Rhodia is equipped properly. Yep. We just went over Ishmael. And Heathcliff is going to be used if we manage to get to him, but... How are the teams split, or have we not gotten there yet? The way it works is for Section 1, you can use whatever you want. For Section 2, you can't bring any IDs that you brought in Section 1. And then for Section 3, you can use whatever you want. Oh yeah, what about your ego? I just have to make sure. I do have Fell Bullet equipped, because... I don't know, I should have Dimension Shredder equipped, because it doesn't kill an ally. So yeah, this is the team we're going to be running with for Section 1. For Section 2, I don't know what I'm going to use, to be honest. Like... Bleed's probably the best. But I have a Poise team built, just in case I want to do that instead. But Bleed is probably what we're going to end up doing for the second section, and I will have Thorkelja equipped for it. But yeah, that's basically what I think about the new stuff. I think Liu Yisang has really good Sin affinities, and he's pretty strong. Like, he's a very fun ID to use. He's also very strong. I'm new to the game. I've got Princess Rhodia, Kurokumo Ishmael, and Kurokumo Heathcliff. You don't really need anything more than that. Those three together are fantastic. Your burn team took Dawn. And? Oh, right. So I can't bring Dawn and Bleed. That's fair. Well then, yeah, Poise is probably what we're gonna do. As for this misfit right here, what does your support passive do? Juicy allies bleed potency? That sounds pretty good, actually. Alright, are these guys all equipped? Yeah, they are. Okay, so yeah, that will do Poise. Since I can't bring Dawn and Bleed, and I'd want to have him in Bleed. Oh yeah, and Priest. That too. Alright, let's do it. Line 5. Uptide tier 4, level 50. Threadspin tier 4. I have all of this. I literally have every ID that I'm using maxed out, as well as every ego. So welcome to Railway 4. This is gonna suck, probably. So, Section 1, we've got Herding Teddy Bear, Rose Hunter, the 3 tier 3 Peculum in a single wave, and then Sleeping Bag of an Olden Day. Section 2, we've got Ammo, which is hilarious. An Ammo wave of Peculum. This looks like Burn mixed with Bleed, but I can't really tell what that effect is behind it, so... And then Der Flugschütze, which is an enemy, certainly. And then Section 3, we've got Dulcinea, a Bleed Peculum fight, the Pequod trio, the Blood Fiend trio, and then you can't really see it, but this is 400 roses. Get Rhodia or W Corp Dawn, or should I get Ring Sang? You should probably get Ring Sang and Manager Dawn, considering what IDs you have currently. So yeah, rewards look pretty similar to every other section, every other railway we've done. Section 1, we've got... This guy is new. They seem to be weak to, like, everything you would want in Burn, so, like, that works. I did watch Frey's stream last night. I wasn't really paying super big attention to it because I was making a script, so I was busy with that. Hey, Ziv, how are you? So I do know what is in each fight, but I don't know the mechanics of the new fights very well. But let us go. I do think that this is the order I want my starting setup to be. We want Ishmael next, then Dawn. Probably like that, yeah. Seems smart to me. Hurting Teddy Bear is always an awkward fight. Yeah, but that's just because its mechanics are kind of awkward. But let us go. Yeah, identities participating in Section 1 cannot participate in Section 2. Are you sure you want to use this loadout for Section 1? Yes. The goal is to get under 33 turns per section. It will probably go faster than that, knowing this game. But here we are. I didn't get a great lineup of skills for this turn, actually. So, do you have anything new? I kind of don't expect you to. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing here. Fully heal the target's SP? What? Okay. Alright, let's just focus on getting our SP up. And Ryoshu can't clash. That's annoying. And not have any negative effects. Rough expression of love next turn. I actually don't know what that is. Being honest. That lineup of skills is so scuffed. It is, but like we can work with it. It's not that big of a deal. If I have to reset a couple of times today, it's not a big deal either. I'm not too concerned. Okay, I can't get dominating on any of this stuff anyway. Except for with Rhodia, who won her clash regardless, so that's fine. I would have liked to have 4 Wrath by the end of this turn, but again, it's not too big of a deal. I'm actually getting pretty lucky with my clashes anyway. As long as it's a single target fight, we are in no danger anyway. Ooh. We're in no danger. Wow, geez, Sinclair, I was not expecting you to win that. Because Dark Flame is going to carry our damage quite a bit. Okay, target fixed, that means Otis has to clash with that. That's fine. It is a little rough, but it'll be okay. Does anybody not have any negative effects? Sinclair doesn't. Faust will always have negative effects because of the nature of her ID. Does this count as a negative effect? I actually don't know. Oh, it just inflicts nails. Okay, that's not a big deal then. I'm not big on using this right now, but I'm going to anyways. Because I need to ensure clash wins. Okay, if you're just going unopposed, just use that. Wait, hold on. Okay. We'll be fine. See? Told you. Love how the sinners don't react to getting hit by expression of love. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be nice, isn't it? Isn't that, like, the point? I forgot he was weak. He's weak to blunt. That's the one. That's the other thing about his kit. He is got different resistances from the rest of the Liu. Did you really need to roll 4 tails? Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm hoping to get this guy down in like 4 turns if possible. This skill rolls really high. But now we have our SP heal at the end of every turn, so we should be going a lot better. This will be 4. Oh, right, that's normal. You're targeting Ryoshu. It's going to be struggling no matter what I do, I think. Unless I want to use an ego here, which I kind of don't. So I won't. The music suddenly got really intense. I don't remember ever hearing this song in game. YouTube just straight up eats some chat messages? It does sometimes. How's the railway been? I don't know, it just started. Like, it's going fine so far. Yeah, this was kind of predictable. Man. Rough expression of love is rough, I will admit. That skill is kind of brutal to deal with. Oh, nice. Was not expecting that to win, but cool. That's gonna hurt, though. But again, it's fine. I remember the song. Again, I don't remember. Okay, what do we got? Targets the target this unit. Targets the target this unit. Clash with expression of love. Fix the damage dealt against that target to 0. Combat start gain 2 fragile until next turn. Turn end entered staggered state. Fully heals the target's SP. I think getting hit with that is probably a good thing, if I'm being honest. Do I want to use this skill? I actually want to wait to use this skill 3 until next turn, if I can. Since he's going to be staggered next turn anyway. Might as well wait. Clash power teddy bear gains doesn't help. Exactly. Thanks for the SP, buddy. Alright. Faust would not blow herself up if I use this right now. So that's very tempting, actually. In fact, I think I will, because that just seems smart, honestly. We're trying to build up resources right now anyways. And more wrath is more wrath. This has -1 base power. I did see that. I don't know how that's meant to work, all things considered. So yeah, Faust is going to be taking a lot of damage from burn, but it's okay. Also, I think we just killed that turn, which is really convenient. It's actually going to be slightly off, which is awkward. But also... what the heck is that? So if I don't kill him before he uses this, it is bad. I don't think there's going to be much of an issue, though. I actually love that Rhodia can clash with this. Because it just means that I get more attacks before... yeah. Please get heads. You are a bitch. Why are you like this, Sinclair? Now I have a chance of getting hit by this. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, thank God that rolled insanely high. Jesus. Okay, this is the stuff I kind of don't know. So we get a choice after every wave. You get a choice of a buff to gain. So we've got +1 to poise and charge count gained by allies, which I don't want. 3 allies with the least SP heal 8 SP at turn end, other than allies who are panicked and corroded. +1 to burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, and sinking potency inflicted against enemies with skills and coins are our 3 options. I do really like inflicting more burn, to be honest with you. The SP heal would also be very, very nice. You have in-game voice off? Yeah. I normally play with it off because it annoys me. So we're either taking the SP healing or we're taking burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, sinking increase. The SP healing is really nice. And it would... These carry on for the entire thing, by the way. Like, Section 2, you'll have these effects as well. And I think having the poise is just overall really, really nice. Though the burn would speed things up, it's probably better to have the sanity right now. Thank God that isn't target fixed. I have to redirect that. How does this work? Gain a % of HP as shield. That doesn't matter. Okay. Who has the most HP here? I kind of want... I almost want Rhodia to get hit by this, if I'm being honest, because she resists Pierce, right? Yeah. And when the thing spawns in, all you gotta do is kill it anyway. Why can I use Everlasting right now? That's very funny. I want to wait on inflicting a big amount of Dark Flame, too. Okay, that works. Go. The guard, doesn't matter right now because there's nobody with the vine anyway. Sinclair, thank you. I appreciate you not being really terrible. You could have used Thoracalgia now, but why? So. Does that burn buff apply to self-burn on Faust? I have no idea, and even if it didn't, it probably wouldn't matter. Because she just gets burned anyways. Okay, how does this work? I genuinely don't remember how this fight works. The effect... Gain 2 Rupture and 2 Rupture count at 1+ stack, fixed unit speed to 1. At 2 stack, gain 20 Gluttony damage. At 3 stack, become forcibly staggered next turn. This effect and the connected barbed lasso also expire. So this will cause her to get up to 3 unless I kill this, yeah? That is okay. These 2 skills I am a little scared of, I will admit. I can hit one of them with this, so that works. The other one, though... I'd really like a way to heal, but I don't have one currently, so... Oh, that's dominating? Why? Just because of the 5 offense level up, probably. I'll just trust that Faust wins that. Even if she does die, that's not that big of a deal. So. I'm not a big fan of this fight. Like, Rose Hunter is just kind of... like, oh, I forgot that I could have just killed the vine with the bullet. Whoops. Oh, well. Not a big deal. Thank you for winning. If only Sinclair was faster, he could have healed. I mean, yes, actually, he could have, because he could have Impending Day'd the Vine, couldn't he? I might do that next turn, actually. Really sucks that that says 7 speed. But oh well. Okay. It's not targeting Faust, so this doesn't matter. Though it will hurt if it does end up going through. I honestly don't know if that matters too much, if I'm being real. How do I want to clash with this? Because that is a lot of coins. Now would probably be the best time to use an ego to start. Oh god, it's targeting Ryoshu, isn't it? Fine. Alright, Sinclair. Actually, I'd rather not use that as the problem. I can't clash with anything, because he's targeting the same people the whole time. That's really annoying, actually. At least none of it's targeting Faust, I suppose. Oh, you know what? Do that. And then... I mean, honestly, like... He's got high enough HP that it really doesn't matter if he loses those. So, I guess that's fine. We're pretty close to a stagger, too. Is another thing to keep in mind, so... I've got an unopposed attack targeting Ryoshu. She's gonna get staggered after she uses her ego. That's okay. Probably just guard? Nah, it's fine. Faust isn't getting hit, chat. Don't worry. She'll live. And even if she doesn't, it's actually not a bad thing if she dies, so... Oh, he actually won? That's sick. Okay. Good. Good job, Sinclair. You proved me right. And by that, I mean I have no idea what I mean by that. Okay, well this wave wasn't too bad then. He'll die next turn. I would really like to have Faust's skill 3 when I go to the next wave, and she will have it, so that's perfect. I could have everybody other than Sinclair do nothing and still win this fight this turn. That's hilarious, but I know better. Just have him attack the lasso. Everybody else uses skill 1. Actually, Faust, honestly, I will use the evade, because I don't want you to have more burn. There's no point in having more burn. Look at that. He got him. Oh, it would have been really nice to have used Impending Day by now, because I could have gotten a lot of resources there. Alright. We love roses, it's true. Sinclair is winning too many skill 1s, kind of weird. It is a little strange. Okay, deal more damage based on your poise. On hit with skills that consumed 8 or more charge count. We're just not going to look at that one. Against all enemy parts, inflict wrath damage equal to burn potency on each part, then reduce their burn count by 1, trigger tremor burst once, and reduce their tremor count by 2. Activates only at 2+ count. That's probably pretty good, huh? Rupture skills that can inflict rupture potency or count. Final power +2. That's insane. Sinking. Inflict additional bleed to enemies at turn start? Who are at max HP. Okay, that doesn't matter too much. We either inflict more burn or we deal wrath damage to enemies that have burn. Which one is better, do you think? because Rupture got the short end of the stick. It's 2 final power. What do you mean? That's the most powerful buff here. It is wrath damage, but keep in mind it does reduce burn count. So there is that too. But we need Valpurgis not Gregor ID. He has one. Oh, no, he doesn't. You're right. Burn Burst sounds way better. You're building the burn stack pretty quick. Yeah, it's because there's only been one enemy. Choose the worst one. No. Yeah, I'll take Refracted Burst. That's fine. Alright. This wave, I'm not sure what I want to do because I don't like fighting these guys. These guys suck. They roll really high, as you can see. This is a really powerful bullet, so that's good for there. What does this do? Inflict 2 tremor against the attacker when hit as long as there is remaining shield HP. It's a little annoying, but also not that big of a deal. Now is the best turn for Faust to die, probably. Just have to figure out what I want her to die to. Which one of these guys? This is the one that's most weak to fire, right? I had 3 skill 3s on the first turn. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Sinclair can clash with that guy because that's going to do good damage regardless. I don't know what the sinking guy is weakest to. What does his passive say? Take 80% less sinking damage. I know that the top guy takes almost no burn damage. Oh, against all enemies except for one with the most. As this enemy is defeated, all enemies lose 10 SP, then inflict 3. Okay, yeah, he's probably my main target then. The evade is awful, though, if I'm being honest with you. This is not a bad time to use this, I suppose. Sinclair will have a little bit of tremor. Oh no. Whatever will we do? Alright, Faust dies here, but she does a ton of damage on the way out, which is what we want. And it doesn't take away my SP because of how chain battles work. This is also going to be a ton of damage, and it's hitting all of them, which is really nice. Would have preferred heads, but it's fine. It didn't actually hit the Gloom guy, but that's okay. The names are changed now? Yeah, that is nice. That did 11 damage. That's fine. Actually, the top guy took so much damage this turn. He's already staggered. I might be able to kill him really fast. Alright. Hello, Ishmael. You're gonna help us now, okay? My sanity is going to be tanked this entire time. Which one of these does Sinking Deluge? Jesus! Has this always been a 6 to 24? What the heck? I kinda have to ego that, don't I? The Wrath Peculum might be a bit weak. Well, keep in mind he was introduced a lot sooner. What's his weakness to Pride, out of curiosity? Oh, he resists Pride? I should probably hit him a couple times so that he actually dies then. Okay, well I kinda have to... What's Magic Bullet 5 do again? 4 attack weight, on hit inflict 10 burn, then inflict 4 offense level down, 4 defense level down next turn. That's really good. I mean, if I do that, Otis is guaranteed to get staggered. What's the power on it again? 22 to 36? Yeah, that should be enough. Alright, I'll magic bullet that. She'll get staggered. Ultimately, not that big of a deal. I tried burn once and immediately regretted it. Only on turn 12. It's not going that bad. That will also hit everybody, so that's another plus. You are not going to be able to win against foes, unfortunately. Okay, well, sure. That'll work there. Just gonna hope that that wins. I want to use a cheap ego if I'm gonna use an ego on this. Because I don't want to deal with that attack if I can help it. Then hopefully that'll be enough. I could blind obsession. Hold on, I'm gonna redo some of this so that I can take that into account. Chance to corrode 25%? Not after the clash, it isn't. It's only neutral somehow? I guess that makes sense. Is it got high attack weight? No? I really can't tell. Yeah, blind obsession seems like the play here, honestly. This is more likely to win. Rhodia, you can hit that guy. Just make sure the Wrath guy dies. Perfect. Good job, Sinclair. Not high enough SP to get the full range, but that's okay. Sinking unless you can deluge the final boss, you are in literal depression. I mean, yeah, probably, but who cares, you know? That did not roll as high as I thought it would. I guess that's just how unbreakable coins work, though. Yep, there goes my SP. It's okay. Hopefully that guy dies. Okay, it did. I am at negative 15 now, but that'll change. I'll be at 5 afterwards. Oh, Jesus. She's at 45. Wait. I underestimated Yi Sang, apparently. Alright, one down. That's the most annoying one down, honestly. Those are not a danger. He's doing it again. It's a little annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I don't trust any of that. This wave was always going to be a pain in the ass, though, remember? Okay, Yi Sang, it has to be Otis, sadly. This is a good ego to use. Technically that can lose, but it's fine. 6 is the reuse one? Yeah, but I'd rather wait to use the 6th one until we're on a fight where it makes a difference, you know? Or was somebody confused as to why it wasn't re-rolling? Yeah, it's because I was on the wrong one. Okay, thank God that one. Thank goodness I had 2 coins. Gloom sucks more? True. Yeah, I was looking at 5th bullet. Okay, now we just have the big sloth guy and a ton of sinking, but that's fine. We almost certainly stagger him before he gets to do anything, so... Oh, Sinclair's sanity sucks right now. That's fine, I can't really do anything about it. He'll heal a bunch. I don't want to use that this turn. Alright, yeah, we're good. You could flip heads, that would be nice. I know that this guy isn't really a threat right now, but I do need to Ooh. This is problematic, actually. It means I'm not going to stagger him, probably. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I lost a turn there, but it's fine. I can literally do nothing and survive this turn, so what ego resource do I want? Pride. That was a little... That'll kind of sucked. I kind of forgot that he would get shield, but it's fine. Alright, let's see. More burn. Don't really care about that right now. Deal more poise... Potency. None of these really look that appealing, if I'm being honest. So I might take the... I either take inflict more burn potency, or I take gain 1 more poise from poise effects. Probably. So that I can prepare for section 2. I'm not going to pick the worst effect. I'm going to get under 100 turns on my first try, chat. Nah, Sinclair wasn't going to sneak in the kill. He hasn't... Has he used Impending Day? Do these carry over? Yes. There's a better one for poise generation? Okay, so you want me to take the more damage on crit? I mean, I definitely can. Yeah, that's probably it. So that section 2 is easier. Okay. This guy, I don't really know what he does. This is Sleeping Bag of a Bygone Day. Let me read what I can. At 40% or less core HP, use Share the Pain. Excuse me. At 10 plus clashes against the same enemy, randomly gain or lose oh, that's the thing. At the first turn start of the turn, Sleeping Bag of a Bygone Day appeared. It gains 10 poise and 10 poise count. Oh, good. At less than 10 poise or poise count, consume HP from the head part equal to 2% of the core's max HP to gain 5 and 5. Oh, good. Multiply critical chance from poise effects by 1.5. So at 10 poise, it's 75% crit chance. On crit, consumes poise to deal more damage, and consumes up T, poise count on self divided by 5, poise count to deal more poise damage. Okay, so don't get hit is the answer. Every time this unit loses a clash and takes a hit, it loses 1 poise potency. Every time it's hit by an unopposed attack, it loses 1 poise count. Unit's poise potency and count, regardless of whether an attack hit critically or whether its passive activated, doesn't drop below 5. In the turn that this uses, that's mine. Fix speed to 1. At turn start, apply 6 poise and poise count to all units. Okay. At this end of the turn, consume any excess poise potency and poise count past 5, and then at the next turn start, apply the same amount of poise potency and count consumed to the head. Oh, only the body has poise right now, I guess. Which is chill, I suppose. Skills. Final power plus 1 for every 4 poise potency on self. So this is 2 final power, so it's a 3 to... No, it's a 5 to 12. And gains a ton if he hits, so I don't want him to hit. This is a 5 to 15. And I don't want him to hit me. Prone. Final power plus 1 for every 4 poise... that doesn't matter too much. It's a guard. Who cares? Okay. I can't target the body at all. Or the person, I suppose. So at this point, I just focus on winning my clashes, right? That's what it looks like. Sinclair, I really need you to win this clash. Because you need to get your SP up. All the attacks are being used by the head as well, in case anybody hasn't noticed that. Which means if I don't attack the body, it literally doesn't get anything from those guards. Which is good, because I don't want to deal with that if I can avoid it. This one I'm a little worried about. Do I want to just use an ego here? I have Sin resources to spare. I still have Durante, so I think it's fine, yeah. Go. Easiest boss ever, just Clash. I mean, that's most fights in this game, to be fair. He does seem to endure Slash, at the very least. Good job, Sinclair. I really needed that. Did I do anything that inflicts count? Rhodia's skill 2, right? I think that's it. Otis tripling your burn damage should make this easy work. Yeah, probably. Also, the effect that's making me deal wrath damage every turn is nice as well. Yeah, that was a good amount of damage. Okay, anything new? No, this is still all the same stuff. Okay, so just more clashing, got it. I don't know why that's dominating, but sure. Only 2 count? That's okay. I'm not too concerned about it. This will inflict some count, so I don't need to worry about pinpoint. Yeah, honestly, this guy doesn't seem that bad. Is that 1438 burn? No, absolutely not. It doesn't get that high. Okay, I was at 40 SP when I used that. I got 4 out of 5 tails, which is crazy. But also not too big of a deal. Like, we're at the point now where every turn he's taking an insane amount of damage, and I do not need to worry about it at all. Until he gets below 40%, then his pattern changes, right? Oh, we're already there. I think. I don't know, the body is attacking now. The head, I guess I'm not worried about. Oh. Oh, right, this is where he siphons your poise, right? Let me read how this works, because this kind of spooks me. Clash power +1 for every 4 points. So this will always be +3 clash power. So it's rolling 11 in a clash. On hit without cracking, siphons poise potency and poise count from the target. Hit after clash lose, siphons only 1/3 of their poise potency and poise count. Okay, that's not too bad then. The head is pretty close to getting staggered just from burn. Yo, how much targeting does... How does this work at 7 bullets? It's 7 weight, right? So it'll hit everything? I'll target that one last. These are all fixed targets? Oh, yeah. So actually, it doesn't matter in that case. That's going to just obliterate him, really. Give me back my vape pen ass attack. He says it's his poise and that we have to get a bit back to him. That's what it looks like. Also, by the way, he has over 20 poise. So, like, you know. You could also do a funny. I'm not going to have Otis blow herself up for no reason. There's no point in me doing that. But this is going to get tails. That's great. It's still 7... that's a lot of SP lost. It's fine, though. There's not much I can do to prevent it, after all. We just want to inflict as much burn as possible so that that Dark Flame kills him next turn. Which I'm pretty sure he's just dead to Dark Flame next turn, chat. He's got 7 on both parts. Like, it's a little crazy. Also, I'm going to stagger the body here, I think. Ryoshu's staggered, that's fine. I did, too. That's so nice. The great skull rears its head with a loud creaking noise. An eerie cackle echoes. Underneath the calmed air vibrates an explosive energy. The skull's preparing to launch a powerful attack. Yet it must have overstrained itself. The body creaks, cracks, and wavers, giving us an opening. It might be better to attack the opening on its body instead of waiting for it to attack us. What should we do? Select this to weaken the abnormality's resistances but raise its critical damage. Or select this to apply protection to all allies. Why not just kill it, right? It's staggered anyway. The frontline sinners quickly dashed into the opening and struck the abnormality's body. The crack on its torso grows even wider, opening into a crevice. That moment, I felt a pair of eyes peering at me from the utter darkness past the bones. For this turn, Refracted Sleeping Bag of a Bygone Day deals 100% more damage on critical hit. Whatever. He's not even attacking. Who cares? You know? They both have 7 Dark Flame, by the way. So I think the fight might end this turn. I don't know. It's just a little bit of a suspicion I have. You know? It seems a little likely. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, what do we got? Ego skills deal 30% more damage seems pretty crazy. But it does give them 2 levels instead of 1. 30% more damage against destroyed or staggered parts. First turn, start of a wave. All allies gain 5 poise potency and 5 poise count. If Pride Resonance was activated... What in the world? Yeah, I think that's the pick, right? Why would you ever pick... I mean, I guess the ego skill damage is crazy, right? But at the same time, why would you ever pick anything other than Nebulizer here? It's the weakest enemy buff, and... I mean, this is insane. Alright, 19 turns is not that bad, I don't think. I've seen people do faster. I'm not really concerned about going insanely fast. Nebulizer++, yeah. Alright, Section 2. Oh, geez, it's just gonna show me. Iron Strike, Rampage, and Oblivion. You don't always have Pride A-Res? It didn't say Pride A-Res, it said Pride Resonance. Let me show you. If Pride Resonance was activated. It's not Absolute Resonance. I can read. Section 2, Pain. No, it's Envy Peculum. This section's gonna be super easy. Why are you freaking out? Alright, let's see. We've got... Why does he not have binds? What? Okay. We've got bullets. Why does she not have Contempt Awe? What is happening here? He doesn't have Crown of Thorns. He doesn't have Sun Shower. He didn't have any to begin with. I have reset it 4 times. They're using Vault IDs, so... What are these guys weak to? Blunt, 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 Blunt. That guy's weak to Pierce, but everyone else is weak to Blunt. So what's stopping me from just popping a binds on turn 1, chat? That's what I gotta ask. Wave 2. This wave actually has backup units. They're a little strange. Okay. And we've got to fight the entirety of Kurokumo clan. That's fine. They're also all weak to blunt. Who would have thought? What about their support? Their support doesn't matter because they don't show up in fights. I don't know what these do on support, for the record. Okay, this literally does nothing because she doesn't appear in the fight. One ally with the fastest speed. This can only apply to Ishmael, and she's never the fastest one. Okay, so that does literally nothing. This one does. I mean, I guess it can do something, but it's not that big of a deal. What does Otis's super passive do? For 4 Envy Resonance, there is one ID here that has Envy, by the way, so I don't need to read this. One ally with the highest speed gains 1 final power of 3 Gloom Resonance. That's fine. That one I actually do need to worry about. The fastest ally on Clash Wind gains 1 haste next turn. Pretty irrelevant. And then it's more damage against Rupture units. Wave 2, we've got these guys. It looks like they go into burn after... I mean, they go into really bad burn, to be fair, after the Kurokumos die. Kind of hate how I need 24 IDs for this. It's fine. It's whatever. Why are these support passives so troll? They don't do anything. The only ones that matter are the ones on Merceau and Dawn. Otis's literally does nothing. The other 3 depend on Ishmael hitting you, so... When you have 88 Pride and 14 Wrath and no Lust, Gloom, or Sloth, you can't just ego spam. Okay, I have a lot less than that, and I'm still not worried. Wave 3, we don't know. So, I mean, we do know, but it's not going to show me. Let's go. Let's just do it. Poise team. How do I want to order this? Is the question, I suppose. The first wave was supposed to be backup. It might have been, but at the same time, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Honglu is almost definitely first. Ryoshu is definitely going to be in the starting lineup. I think these 3... Maybe not in that order. And then Heathcliff. And then we select the order for the rest. Oh, wait. You are 7. Actually, no, you're not. I just realized I don't need to care about Poise generation at all, pretty much. Full stop Honglu's insane? Yeah. That's why I'm using it. Does order matter if you don't have to use the 7th Sinner or above? Doesn't seem to, no. I mean, there's a couple support passives that activate for a unit in a specific deployment slot, but you want to have Otis and Heath in the fight for binds. Who invited Princess Rodian? She doesn't have a good Poise ID, so I'm taking the one that reduces bleed. I mean, like, what else am I bringing here, chat? Be realistic. None of these effects matter at all. I mean, I guess I could bring N-Corp Middlehammer for the passive. Or I could literally bring Base, because I don't think we're getting that far in the fight. Hi, Gabriel. Kurokumo Rodian is not a good Poise ID. She has Poise, but she's not good. Vi Rodian gives shield? Oh, you're right. I kind of forgot that that was a thing, because I almost never use that support passive. But yeah, it should be active anyway. She's level 30. If we get that far, we're already having to reset anyways, let's be real. Let's go. Yeah, I know my average ID level is 48. I don't care. Hello, lads. Alright, who are we using binds against? What's the most threatening out of these? Definitely that one. How high does this roll again? For every 5 value. So it's getting... It's already taken that into account. And the coin power doesn't activate. So we've got, what, an 8 to 20. I think Binds isn't guaranteed to win against this, unfortunately. But you know what is? That still isn't, actually. That's fine. I don't have anything for SP healing, I'm realized. But... Alright, let's see. What are my chances to corrode with this? 0%? Epic. I'll take it. That's going to make this go a lot smoother, just in general. Return fire is pretty scary, actually, isn't it? Yeah. It's combat start, unfortunately. Yo, hold on. Can you lose a clash this turn or so? What are you weak to? It's a little dangerous to do. I mean, that has a pretty good chance of just winning the clash anyway. You can't even clash with anyone. Great. You also can't even clash with anyone. It's a little annoying. What's their stag? I can't see their stagger thresholds. What's up with that? There they are. If Binds hits heads, I'm pretty sure I stagger all of them without issue. So there's that. This I'm not worried about. This I'm not worried about because she has no poise. And then this, I resist that fully, so I guess I don't need to worry about it at all. Let's make sure Heathcliff gets staggered, I suppose, or killed. Heathcliff is pretty dangerous in this fight. So is Yisang, so I'll hit him too. Everybody else, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter here. Dang, Honglu, Jesus. Why is he only getting heads? My lord, okay. Sick. I actually kind of wish that that had lost, but sure. That works too. Oh, right. I forgot about that. That's fine, though. Hit heads. Thank you. Betrust Bagricia in my back pocket? Exactly. Look at that. I think I staggered every single one of them. Nope, I did not stagger Ryoshu. That's fine. I don't think that's gonna matter. Okay, who do we want to kill? Who's actually dangerous? You are annoying. You know that? You know that? You're actually just really annoying, Ryoshu. I can deal with that, though, because she's targeting Heathcliff for some reason. Yeah, I'll just heal turn and then have Heathcliff target her as well. And then that'll deal with that. Who we killing? We're killing... Yisang. We definitely need to kill Yisang, yeah. I would like to kill Honglu as well, and I would like to kill Heathcliff. I think of all of these, though, the most dangerous one that I absolutely need to kill is Heathcliff, so... Okay, good start. Appreciate that. Okay, yeah. She wasn't going to be an issue. And that's why I attacked him twice, chat. Honglu is also dead. And now, so is Heathcliff. Blam. Epic. And somebody else died too, but I'm not sure how. Can you do me a solid? Yeah, what's up, Buildery? Also, how are you doing? What egos does Ishmael have? The enemy one? Christmas Nightmare, Bygone Days, Blind Obsession, and Snack Harpoon. Ultimately, not much that matters, if I'm being honest. King and Binds buff. Oh yeah, that's why he was at 1 speed. Oh, no, you're right. That is why. He shot them. That's what happened. Honglu, I'm gonna have you do nothing. Because I don't want to waste bullets right now. Same with Heathcliff. Except Heathcliff's gonna be the one to redirect this so that I can kill her. Okay, so she'll be dead. And then Ryoshu should hopefully also die. I'm gonna be very disappointed if Ishmael doesn't die to this, yeah. Now, my sanity isn't great, but that's fine. Okay, what do we got? Starting from number 7th Sinner, deployed at the start of the same turn it substitutes in, heal 30 SP, gain 1 attack, power up, and gain 2 ego resources for each of the affinities corresponding to their base skills. That's insane. If you're using an attack or a counter skill, if the enemy is defeated, gain 2 ego resources of the skill affinity that was used. That's probably not going to happen. Also, I don't want to spend additional ego resources. When hit, gain... No. 25% max HP for all allies and remove the first stagger threshold. Sounds really good. Activate Thoracalgia Ryoshu. I should have activated Thoracalgia Faust, but... If you're playing right, what do you mean by that? Well, see, I really want to get this because I guess I'll have another chance when we take the HP. I'm not going to throw. Stop asking me to pick stuff that won't help me. I'll take the max HP. Oh, why do they start at 20? That's annoying. But, okay. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game, by the way, chat. There's one more. What about the damage for life one? Yeah, I wasn't interested in that. I saw what it said. Okay, let's Thoracalgias here, probably. So that we have them active. Actually, look at how much poise I already have. Jesus. Any of these guys weak to Pierce? Out of curiosity? The answer appears to be no. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's not use Thoracalgia if I can avoid it. Another good AoE blunt ego would be fantastic here. Do I even have one, though? I have Pursuance. I guess. I did get Nebulizer. Yeah, I really don't need the additional poise. Okay, who are you targeting? Able to target anyway. Do I want to just gib Honglu? I kind of don't. He's not a threat. Right? Ishmael and Heathcliff are the threats here, if I remember. That works. Let's see. I don't want to do that, obviously. Hold on. Can you clash with anybody? You can clash with Heathcliff. That works. You can only clash with Honglu. I think this is probably fine. I know that these are all going to be... No, these aren't unbreakable because they don't have Lust Resonance. So it's fine. I don't need to worry about that. Sky Clearing Cut. You're not weak to Slash, are you? No, in fact, you super will be okay if you get hit by this, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't want to get rid of Heathcliff. AI summary that you're playing Arknights? I don't know. Yeah, they're doing Pride Resonance, which I think literally does nothing for them, in fact. Do I even need to care about that? I don't think I need to care about that at all. Who's clashing with that? I kind of do want to focus down Heathcliff, if I'm being honest. Let me get some SP in the process, I suppose. Let me make sure this is hitting Ishmael, though, too. That's still not Ishmael. Let's see. Who are you targeting again? Oh, wow. Hold on. I'm having to do some weird garbage to make this work. Why is this still targeting Rodian? Stop that. What the heck? Stop targeting Rodian. Why? Like, genuinely, why? Okay, I guess I have to target Rodian with it. Oh, is it because of that? No, I just have to target her. Awesome. That's still not... Seriously? Alright, I guess it's just not gonna hit Ishmael. The game doesn't want me to. How about untargeting Ishmael? You know, I don't want to hear it, but you're probably right. That would solve my issue, I think. Yep, there it is. Don't you resist blunt? No, but you're not weak to it, so I'd actually rather not hit her. Doesn't resist pride. No. Seriously? We're just gonna be like this, huh? It's just gonna take a second. There. That's what I want. Good. Okay. Now we can set everything. Ishmael needs to clash with Isang, so that I actually win the clash. You, I guess, won't clash with anybody because you don't matter. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, you're weak to slash. There we go. Works. I do want to hit him, but if I have to do this, it's going to make me retarget everything. Oh, this is actually really annoying. There. Just give me a second. This isn't... I'm having some trouble. There. Jesus. Took way too long to get right. But it's fine. Good stagger. She wasn't really my biggest threat, but it's fine. Don't care. This is just for SP. Good job. I mean, it wasn't like it was going to be hard to win that clash, let's be realistic. Okay, there's a stagger, that's really good. That's a lot of damage, too. I can kill her next turn, so that's good. Yeah, shoot that, Greg. Okay, The Ryoshu is dying next turn. Epic. It's so-called ego blunt spam? Why? I have no reason to do that right now. I can offset this. This is fine. Weak to blunt. Again, that's fine. I would really like this to hit those two, but I don't think there's any way I can control that. How do I want to stagger him before he does this? I guess both Honglu and Heathcliff attack him would be the easiest way. And then these two probably just do not matter. Oh, I can literally just clash with them. Perfect. I would have been really upset if that didn't work. Oh, it actually did hit both of them. Sick. I forgot about rules of the back streets. But that's fine. That will not end up mattering, trust. What the heck do you have Unbreakables? Did they do Lust Resonance and I just wasn't paying attention? I guess. Oh, right, there's more of them. I forgot. I genuinely forgot there were more waves. Okay. This is a little spooky. I don't know why you're leading with that. Hi. Are you saving 8 Leah for the finale? I mean, no, I'm just saving it for a good opportunity to use it, really. She full resists it, so I don't really want to use it here. This is also only hitting Yisang. But he is weak to it, so I don't want to let that happen. Hi, Faust. Jesus. Just coming out swinging, huh? Okay. The Rhodian one doesn't matter, if I'm being honest with you. Like, straight up, who cares, you know? You're weak to Pierce. That'll work. Stigmatize... don't know what I'm gonna do about that. You, I need to hit with a blunt attack, mostly. What did I bring for blunt? I brought... Pursuance. Dang it. Okay. I mean, actually... I'm still gonna use this. Oh, hold on. This is targeting it, Rhodian? Yep. Okay. Almost certainly he is getting staggered before he attacks, so that's good. Stigmatize... You're weak to what? That would hurt a lot. Okay. Sure. Still pretty certain... I suppose there is a chance that he doesn't get staggered here, right? Because of how I have this set up. What if I blind Obsession? Who is that hitting? Not Greg. Still not Greg. I don't think there's a way that I can make that hit Greg. Were you targeting? Oh, yeah. Just in case he doesn't die. Binds? I could just use binds, yeah. You're so right, chat. I don't want to clash with that, though. There. Now I don't need to worry about it. You're so helpful, chat. I love you. I think the one I'm most worried about here is Otis, right? She has binds. She doesn't have binds. I'm still probably the most worried about Otis. It's just hard to deal damage to her. There. Go for it. When in doubt, spam AoE ego more? Yeah, that's kind of just what you do in these fights, huh? It really isn't, like, good, but... yeah, that was definitely the safest way to do that anyway. Perish. And we get Pursuance to finish off the rest of them. Vines just destroys this half? Yeah, that's what it looks like. And hey, the elusive Hong Lu also dies because I remembered to attack him. Sinclair is still alive, which I guess is fine. Alright, he's using Lifetime Stew? Why? It's like the one ego I can clash with normal skills. La Sangre de Sancho is a little bit more concerning. And he just has unbreakable coins. Yeah, I can literally clash anything with this and not care. We're at what, turn 7? I'm not going to use binds again this turn. What do I want to do about Sangre? That works. That's struggling, apparently. Here, how about we do this? And then what are these guys weak to? Slash? Slash Gloom? Oh, you poor fool. That works out in my favor so much more than it should. They're all dead and new one's full HP, yeah. You just triggered the 2+ allies dying clause that literally never happens? Yeah, but like, does it... I don't think it matters. I'll be honest. Oh, that won by a single point. Jeez. But the 20% damage from this is going to be really nice anyway. Ding. Look at how much poise I have. Literally everything is a guaranteed crit right now. That's insane. Oh, he's out of ammo. I mean, that stinks. How does this work? This doesn't do anything, so this is fine. And then he'll retreat at the start of the next wave, which is technically preferable. Oh, you're actually out of ammo. I can't reload right now because I can't use the clashable counter anyway. I'm more concerned about Merceau dying. Go. I shouldn't really be concerned about either of them dying. I think they're probably both dead, but... without issue, in fact. Beware, he is stewing. Alright, what do we got? Allies deal more damage. Allies lose HP. I guess that is, like, the only one. I need to take this, but I guess I can... Will I get a chance to take this after the next wave, chat? Be honest with me. Because the deal more damage thing is really, really nice. But also, bleed count is going to be a problem. Yeah, reload is combat start, and if I had reloaded there, it wouldn't have killed. So, I had to attack. You do? I think so. No. Okay, well... Only after Section 3, Wave 1. Can I get through Dulcinea without everybody dying to bleed, I guess is the question. Bloody Banquet is definitely the smart play, I think. I can get Life or Death later, if we want to be real. I got both the damage and life buff. You can get it later. I don't know, chat. Do you think we ball? Because life or death is an insane buff, to be honest. Yeah, fine, we ball. I'll take the damage. I think we can get through Dulcinea easy enough. Alright, hello, der Fluk. Okay, the U is not in their plain text dictionary, apparently. What do we got? If this unit speed is faster than the target, deal 10% more damage for every speed difference. If the unit speed is slower than the target, deal 10% less damage for every speed difference. Raise min-max speed values by 1 for every 5 poise on self. Okay, that's not that interesting. Deals 10% damage on crit. Those are pretty basic skills. So they're not. He's not a danger right now. Is there an effect I can give him that'll make him die faster with this team? Like, I'm trying to think. I don't believe so. Yeah, there's not. Okay. We don't know resistances yet. I think this turn I literally just clash, to be honest. Can I lose this? Ooh, that'd be very funny if it works, so I think I'll try it. Heathcliff, I really need you to have anything. You can still clash with something, you just can't attack. You are going to reload. And then you're just gonna attack. What skill is that? I'm gonna have this, though. If you had sinking, you could 2-turn him. That doesn't mean anything to me. I was never gonna use sinking. Yeah, no, I do excess damage from the thing. Red Plum, I literally don't have it. You can 2-turn this boss? I'm pretty sure you can 2-turn a lot of fights. It's just a matter of if you can deal enough damage, right? Alright, Merceau, please flip tails. Dang it. I needed him to flip heads as well. Oh well. It's fine. Why am I inflicting bleed, by the way? I genuinely do not know. Oh, it's because of Red Plum Blossom. That's right. Alright, how's this gonna work? This skill. Attack skill deals more damage on crit. This coin deals damage only against the main target. This coin deals damage only against the sub-targets, and if the first coin failed to kill... Or the ally, or failed to kill the ally. What? One random sub-target takes damage. So I'm gonna be taking damage no matter what here. Is basically how this reads. Everybody's just saying plum. Oh, you're talking about the buff from Ryoshu's Thoracalgia. Yeah, I suppose I could use it if I want. I kind of want to save some resources, though, is the thing. Don't you resist Pierce? No, I don't know why I keep thinking that. I don't know what I'm gonna do to stop me from taking damage from these things. So, like, I'll just get hit, I guess. Next turn, I can 8 Lier Logic Bullet. Which will be very helpful because it means Heathcliff isn't just dead weight. Yeah, this is gonna hurt a bit. It actually didn't hurt that much. This dude is sick. Faust Thorcalgia for the Pride Resonance heal. I mean, it doesn't heal based on Pride Resonance, it actually just heals based on Nebulizer amount. Yeah, I know you can't stop him from damaging you. That's not the issue. I'm trying to angle it in a way so that the damage he deals doesn't end up staggering me, because that's what's important. Why don't you wait for him to stagger? Why not defense skill for Honglu's assist attack? Because why... I guess that would have made sense, yeah. Okay. Thanks for that, Faust. You're great at this. Okay, he's not doing a thing again. Bullet. Huh? Oh, Yisang literally can't clash here. That's annoying. How much is this dealing? He'll be fine. You're at full health. You're not even weak to any of that. Okay. Bullet. This is what a real bullet looks like, buddy. Crit. 300 damage. Awesome. Yeah, it'd probably be better to wait and use that when he's gonna stagger, but, like, I can't control that, so who cares? Unfortunate. Oh, it's because she lost a bunch of sanity. That's why. Perish. We were never staggering him this turn anyway. So I'm not too concerned. Ow. It's fine. I can't speak Russian. Or whatever. I guess I don't know what language that is, so. Alright, what are we doing? Oh god, that's so much text. Clash, lose, have poise on self. Okay, so I really want to win that as soon as possible. Attacks the target with Stigmatized. If the main target doesn't have Stigmatized, gain 1 Paralyze and 3 Fragile. If the target is defeated... Okay, so we're just not going to let that happen. This coin damages only the main target. If the target has Stigmatized, deal 100% more. So what do? I kill this guy... And then I don't need to worry about this attack, right? That's how that works. That one's attacking me. How do I deal with that? If this unit failed to attack the stigmatized target, cancel it. Hold on, that's readjustment. Okay. What do I do about this, then? Actually, I genuinely am not sure. So, I can cancel the first one by just killing this guy. That's not a big deal. How do I cancel the second one? Which is this one. Only deals damage against the main target, and if they have stigmatized... Do I just redirect it? Is that it? That's what it kind of looks like. So I just have it not target Yi Sang, and then we're fine. Is that it? Yeah, just redirect and win the clash. I mean, it rolls pretty high, to be fair. What's the best ego for winning this clash, then, I suppose? Pursuance? That seems like the choice, right? Also, it'll heal Ryoshu, which is a pretty good thing to have right now, I suppose. This one, I just killed this guy. And then I have to clash win against both of these still. That should be dominating, yep. This one... I'll just have Yi Sang do it, and then everybody else can focus on killing this guy. Okay. Really? 45 SP, by the way. I guess it doesn't matter. I should have had Ishmael clash that. Oh well. What? Wait, why did he use this? Oh. I shouldn't have used, assist attack, basically. This is gonna hurt a bit. It's okay, though. Nobody got staggered, it's fine. Pow. I actually got through half of his shield there. Yeah, you're not doing that. Sorry. Okay, and we're just gonna do that 3 turns in a row, it looks like. Yeah, so just kill this guy, and then this I have to win a clash against. Do I just Pursuance again? Like, I need healing, right? Is the thing. It just can't be Faust. Okay. Like, my best clash for this is still Pursuance. I don't want to use all my Sloth, but... at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's my best choice, so... you are gonna clash with that. I mean, that's funny, but I don't want to waste it right now. I think I'm just gonna ignore this one. Because Ishmael resists it anyways. Okay. Sure. I guess the clash didn't matter. Read red status effect on shooter with count of 3. Why? It's just decreasing. Like, to me, it looks like it's just decreasing as I'm preventing the shots. Which is probably what's happening, if I had to guess. Thank you for actually killing. Yeah, you're not doing that. Okay, he's down to what? Hello? Oh, that's the one I ignored, right? Okay. Let me see. Can't be removed if at 0 becomes staggered next turn. Oh, so once we do that again, he just dies the next turn, basically. If the designated target fire skill loses the clash, lose 1. So... yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Just do the thing again, and then next turn I can kill him. Huh? Wait, what? Pardon me? Are these both... they're both readjustment. So Hong Lu has to be the one to clash with this one. Okay. That's not a big deal, I guess. I can still heal off of that. So... why do you guys roll so shit? Dude, what the heck? He's had enough of your redirections? I guess, yeah. Soda Hong Lu is still a good ego, chat. You know, if he got double heads with that, Soda could realistically lose. Who are you, Space Centipede Man? Where is our Cass? He never uses Soda? What are you talking about? I've never... Why is this hitting everybody? It's not. That's not how that works. I've never said Soda was bad. I put it in, like, B. It's not a terrible ego, and everybody who thinks it's a terrible ego is Esco, specifically. Alright. Very good chance we just kill him this turn. That would be really nice, but also I can't guarantee it. Look at how much poise I have. Jesus. Every single hit is going to be a crit. So barring some insane bad luck, I think we do win this turn. Okay, that's not a good start. There's the big damage. I think we're good. Ishmael's got this. See? 15 turns. Not bad. Okay, min-max speed values for number 1 deployed identity, and the said unit loses a skill throughout 1, but gains a skill 3. That's really good. Poise potency, I don't care about that. Whenever an ally dies, inflict fixed damage equal to 50% of the dead ally's max HP. That's terrible. Deals more damage for every blood feast. I think it's this one, right? Lone Gunman. All of these have the same downside, and none of the other upsides look particularly great. So yeah, I think we take the Lone Gunman. But there's no other scenario that I take anything else, let's be real. It's not even a question. Fell Bullet Deluge can be really good. I don't think it matters, I'll be honest with you. Okay, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, so I will be back in a couple minutes. I am back. Hello, chat. Let us investigate the new waves. Why is this fight weak to Lust again? I've heard that this first wave is the hardest fight in the entire railway, which is whatever. I mean, it's just Dulcinea. It's literally just this fight again, which, I mean, fair enough. This fight is a little rough. Wave 2, we've got 6 bleed IDs. Do these guys have a shared weakness? Mostly Pierce, which I guess is fine. Why is Ryoshu here? She's literally the only one that's not related to Blood Feast, for whatever reason. And then our supports are, like, standard bleed supports, which is, except for him, which is actually really crazy. Just bled her out. That works. Dulcinea can be rough. Yeah, but so can any fight if you're not prepared for it. Blood Fiend Trio probably takes a while, but I don't expect it to be that dangerous because it's just Blood Fiends. Also, they have lower health than normal, I think. No, I don't think it's... They have a lot of weaknesses, jeez. Okay, and then Wave 4, we don't know yet. Because it's the new one. So my initial thought is that I really want to bring Burn to this. What's my current turn count? 34? I really want to try to do this in under 60 turns total. What's your Section 2 score? 15. Kurokumo team against them? I really want to use Burn because I'm kind of known for doing Burn stuff. They don't do that much damage, but that's not the problem. They inflict bleed. That's the issue. I'm going to try to do it with Burn, and if I end up not being able to, then we'll maybe switch to bleed. But Burn is my #1 priority most of the time. Because Burn just deals damage passively, so you don't need to care about it as much. Yeah, I also still have Nebulizer, by the way. Okay, I can clash with that. Really, the only thing I care about is what the second coin does. 5 after Clash Win. Okay. And then nothing... I don't need to clash with those. So, the big strats would be just to get enough Burn and Dark Flame on her to bypass all this, but at the same time, it's almost definitely easier to take account of everything. Also, Faust being first here is really nice. Because I can just start with Fluid Sac, which is awesome. Yeah, you can activate Nebulizer really easy with this team, that's true. So Fluid Sac plus Liu Yisang's skill 3 is going to make my SP really easy to manage. I almost think that's enough to kill him. I don't know what he's weak to, but... you can clash with this, I guess. I do need to inflict Burn against her, though. I mean... Let's be real. This don't matter at all. This isn't neutral, by the way. That's not how this works. Hello, Kiwi. How are you? How's the railwaying? It's going fine so far. I haven't had any major issues. And use Nuclear Faust too early? Oh, I'm good at not using her early, don't worry. Fluid Sac on her Pride skill because the counter reduces the thorns. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna be honest with you. Please kill. Thank you, okay. That's even more SP, which is just very good. Staggered another guy. I barely had the resources for Fluid Sac. I mean, hey, do what you gotta do in these fights, you know? Also, like, the Blooming Thorns is 1 damage, chat. You gotta keep that in mind. As long as you don't have any bleed count, they deal 1 damage. So who cares, you know? Alrighty. Another one of those. As long as we can keep the burn on her, then we're good. Do I have a 5 target? I do have a 5 target. If I wanted to. He's already in that form. Okay, well... I think we have a good choice for that clash. This can deal with this, I guess. Does it actually? Combat start. Oh yeah, I guess it does do more on Clash Lose, so I want to do the other one first. What does this say on the second coin? Because I see this is... Oh, it just gains Blooming Thorn. I don't care. There's all my clashes, so now I just damage her, I suppose. Inflict a bunch more burn would be nice, yeah. But I also want to kill that guy, so... I don't want to redirect this, though. I think we'll be okay. Like, this... Oh. That's kind of lame. You got this, Rhodia, don't worry. Nope, never mind. Okay, whatever. Well, that's annoying, but also not that big of a deal, I suppose. Also, if you're wondering, that guy dies to Sinclair's skill. Why is this clash? What? I didn't have that clash. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Which is entirely possible. We're just inflicting burn right now. Ish and Greg get lobotomy IDs next. I mean, it'd be nice for every character to have every ID, right? But you just can't get it most of the time. Okay, maybe that one guy didn't die to that attack, but that's okay. We have ego. When the counter's clashable? Yeah, but I thought it only clashed if you actually targeted it, but I might have just been mistaken in how I targeted things. Okay, what does this do? I don't care about anything up there. It's 3 bleed count. As long as I don't have a huge amount of bleed otherwise, that's not a big deal. So, I can just clash win this and be fine. Also, it hits her allies, which is funny. So there's that, too. Oh, are people arguing about why I don't have Ishmael in the front? It's because Ishmael doesn't really add much to the team while you have Yi Sang here. And she'll show up when Faust inevitably dies anyways. They clash with the first unopposed attack. Okay, I did not know how clashable counters worked on enemies then. That's my own fault. But it didn't really seem like it mattered too much. What if I just 4th match this? Ooh, I have an idea. Please, please, please. Dang it. I could do this, which is really funny. It does kill both of the minions. And it sets up my passive. So I think, yeah, that's a smart idea. That deals with both minions. Now I just have to actually deal with Dulcinea herself. Those are still just targeting allies, so that's fine. I don't want Sinclair to clash with this. I'll just have Sinclair hit that. Are all of these favored? It's unfortunate. Alright, I think we're good here. Because this guy dies before he even gets a chance, so... This is always going to be the longest part of the railway, probably. It just seems like this fight in particular will take a long time, just in general. The bleed count will increase the amount of damage I take from thorns by 6, by the way. in case anybody's curious about the math. It's how the non-clashing version counter works as well. Yeah, I know how the non-clashing version of the counter works. That wasn't my issue. I've just never really had to worry about enemy clashable counters for the most part. Hey, how much attack power-up is this, by the way? Oh, she has a ton of bleed, I just noticed. It's okay. Why does... It's 4 attack power-up. That's really nice, actually. This is not a big deal as long as I win the clash, from what I remember. Yeah, that's not a big deal at all. This seems like a good time to magic bullet fire, then. And then I can just focus on dealing with the minions for now. Really? Wait, what? Is that a fixed attack? Oh, it's just because she has 7 speed. My bad. How much bleed does this inflict? You. Oh, it's after Clash Win. Never mind. Too bad she only has skill 1 right now. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but also not too big of a deal. Okay, we know that this kills, because we've seen it happen. I'm gonna ignore this guy because he has a lot of HP anyways. Blam. There we go. Yeah, Ryoshu is gonna take a lot of damage, but at the same time, it's not that big of an issue. As long as we're inflicting a ton of burn to Dulcinea, we're fine. And then we just take the buff that heals us and reduces our bleed count after the end of this. How? It's gonna be a lot of Dark Flame. This guy's dead. That guy's also dead. Nice. Okay, I think these are the last 2. I'm pretty sure anyway. One and 2. 19 and 2. Okay, that's a lot of damage. But it will go away as soon as I use a skill, so it's not as big of an issue as it looks. I actually don't know what's inflicting all the bleed to me, by the way. In case anybody's wondering. Like, this fight is a little strange in that it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. You just need to attack first. That's all that matters here. She does a lot of coin power right now. That works. I'll just fluid sack, actually, now that I think about it. Pardon? Oh. Right. Okay. Those 2 roll pretty high. You saying I'm gonna do something that I've never done so that I can actually, like, do things with this. Because Dude, that's unopposed. Who are you targeting? I guess Man. Hold on. This is gonna take me a second. What's this targeting? Somebody who can't redirect. Awesome. That's really annoying, actually. Who's the main target of this? Sinclair? Okay, we know what we're doing. I figured it out. I figured it out. Don't worry, chat. I'm actually gonna hit this guy, and then hopefully you can clash. I don't love using Ego all the time, but, like, it doesn't matter right now, I don't think. I have plenty of resources. Alright, the first ever Yisang's 4th match flame in recorded history, chat. Blooming Thorn. I know Blooming Thorns is inflicting the potency. I don't know where the count's coming from. Of course he flipped tails, but that's fine. I think she's staggered at the end of this turn, by the way, from the Dark Flame plus burn damage. I always make the first attack on Dulcinea her clashable counter if possible. Yeah, but at the same time, it's not like we're in any danger right now either. Also, I definitely did not kill all her minions this turn, but that's fine. Oh, I staggered her. Neat. That's gonna speed this up a lot. Oh, the minions inflict bleed when you kill them. I forgot about that too, yeah. Okay, there's one down at least. Alrighty. Everything is staggered. And she doesn't have protection this turn. Ooh. I'm still going to kill these guys because I do want to ensure that she is staggered next turn, if possible. In case I don't kill her here, and I know I probably won't. Well, what's the damage? Because these guys die as soon as she dies. It's probably safer to just full attack her. I'm pretty sure she's dead this turn. Though she doesn't have Dark Flame, actually. That could cause problems, but oh well. Yeah, she's barely gonna live. Oh, but all the minions died. Excellent. Okay. That worked. Sorry, what? Envy skills deal 30% more damage and change the envy resistance of the final boss of Section 3 to weak. I'm assuming there's one of those for each Sin Affinity, yeah. All ally skills gain final power plus 1 to 3. All enemy skills gain final power plus 1 to 3. She still does, the shield is not gone. Oh, you fair. I think we always take Bloody Banquet, though, right? It's just free healing. And the enemy max HP doesn't matter. Because what's going to happen is, I'm going to get 2 more. I'm going to take the Wrath skill buff, and I'm going to take the Pride skill buff. Because those are my 2 primary sources of damage. And it does increase enemy clash power by 2, but that doesn't feel like it matters too much. We always take Bloody Banquet, though, right? Because it's just free healing. Why wouldn't you want it, you know? Alright. The bleed... Oh my god. Yo, chat, remind me what Bleed Absolute Resonance is doing here. We've got... they heal SP on hit, which doesn't matter. This is going to heal one of them for 15, so one of them is going to be at 45. Doesn't matter. With the fastest speed against enemies that use defense skills or were at max HP deal 10% more. I don't think anybody's at max HP right now. Fastest speed inflicts 1 more bleed potency or count. Oh, the least SP deals 10% more blunt damage. That's so underwhelming compared to the rest. What other lust stuff? That's not resonance. Deal more damage for Blood Feast consumed. That's a little annoying that it sticks around. And for every bleed on the target. That's not important, and that's not important. Okay. I love that every single one of them is using a scary skill, by the way. So I gotta figure out how I want to do this. That's dominating. I guess he doesn't roll super high, right? I want to use Sun Shower this turn. It's probably not optimal, but it is super effective against all of them. Pretty much. It's also a little expensive. Give me Sin Resistance. I could also Fluid Sac if I wanted even more damage, I suppose. Yeah. I just want the damage right now. She literally can't clash, maybe not. Who's got the best AoE here? What magic bullet am I on? 4th? No, this would be 3rd, actually. What's 3rd magic bullet do? 2-weight, attack power down. Ooh, I like that. I might magic bullet here. It is ego spam, but I kind of want to preserve some resources. I guess I could lantern. No, that'll kick him out of this. Can I clash with any of this and win? No. Okay, well. I suppose then. Excuse me. I do want a magic bullet because I think that'll just be funny. Oh, I could bind. Aren't 2 of them weak to blunt? Also, which 2? Only 1 is weak to blunt. Oh, maybe I don't use binds. Alright, let's see how we want to clash then. Whatever, I'll just use Fluid Sac too. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna do quite a bit here. I don't want to clash... Who are you targeting? Yisang. Okay, well, I guess then. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just not gonna worry about it. That works. What about you? Favored? Really? How? I guess I'm at low SP, and that's how. I don't want that hitting me, so... I definitely don't want that hitting me either. Like, this Merceau... Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out, chat. Don't worry. We're gaming. Am I just gonna use all ego this turn? I guess I could. There's no real downside, right? I have tons of wrath and pride, so... I figured it out, chat. We're gaming. This is the only attack that's getting through. Ego laser beam, Casto just beat them, just press P, enter. I think I might one-turn this wave, honestly. Maybe I could have optimized it a little better, but like... Also, that's a lot of HP. Sinclair's losing his thing, but... Also, hey Angela, how are you? I'm here to backseat with limited knowledge. Oh, I don't think I'll need it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Did I use Sanguine against the single skill that she has that does not give herself bleed? I guess it doesn't matter, she's still staggered. Jesus, that did a lot of damage. Gregor can't die for a turn? Oh, you're right. I forgot he has Unrelenting for some reason. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's gonna matter too much. Pow. And there's Fluid Sac, so I get all that sanity back. It needs 2 turns because Gregor. Yeah, same thing for Hong Lu in the one wit. She died to burn. Okay, I think... Wait, hold on. Let me read the passive, because I didn't get him down to 0. Takes damage, their HP can't... Okay, so I'm gonna need to spend another turn on this, because I didn't get him to 0, but... That's fine. Sinclair, get a kill. Yisang, get a kill. Just to make sure he dies. You get some burn. I don't think I'm gonna need to use Faust's self-destruct button in this game. Honestly, in this fight. Yay! More Sin Affinity resources. And he lives, sadly. But, like... Oh. That's fine. And everybody else doesn't matter, really. Because he targeted Sinclair like an... Wait a minute. Use your brain. This is hitting me. No matter what happens, this is hitting me, actually. Wait. This can outroll Garden of Thorns. He doesn't have any burn, oddly enough. There's a chance that Faust goes first and just kills him, but there's also a chance that she doesn't, and I need to rely on this hitting heads. Guard skill? That's not how it works. It's still redirecting, so it still has a chance for this to go first. I think he'll just win the clash, honestly. See? We're fine. See? Absolutely fine. There was no risk. I would have liked to have saved that, but... Alright. Now we take... Do we take Pride first? So that Dark Flame gets boosted during the next wave. What a save. It was a 75% chance. Pride first sounds better to me. I have more Wrath? Wait a minute. I have more Wrath. The Dark Flame damage isn't going to matter until the last wave. We always take Wrath. How many turns you took so far? 10, 44. This is turn 44. Okay. They have more attacks... Oh, right. Dulcinea doesn't actually attack you. I forgot. What the heck is Deep Wound again? I don't remember what this is. Oh, that's annoying. I guess that's why we need the healing thing, right? I could have Faust explode right now. Does that sound fun, chat? We're back to bullying Dulcinea. Is that genuinely the strategy, is just kill her first? I guess it wouldn't be surprising, right? Yes. Faust, yes. Like, it does seem smart, right? But I also do want to clash with these so that they don't hit me that hard. You're weak to that, too. So I can't really let that attack go through specifically. That one, I guess, doesn't matter as much. It only hits once. Oh, yes, it does. She's going to reuse. I know that the priest is the one that just straight up does not matter. I want to clash with that, though. Because that annoys me. Okay. What do I want to do about this skill? Sounds good. I mean, I could just Fluid Sac right now. I can save this until next turn. Oh, hold on. So that actually hits Priest. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. He heals at the end of every turn, but... Who's this hitting? Ryoshu? Do I care? I guess not, right? I mean, it's gonna hurt a bit, but I heal, so who cares, you know? That one I don't care about. Let's go. The priest doesn't matter because it's not threatening, but he does heal. Yeah, I mean, the priest, he's gonna die pretty quick once the other two are down. Okay. Also, I just noticed that their sanity is really low, so that's gonna help too. I forgot that they don't auto-get sanity like in the Pequod. which makes them a little bit more fair. Yo, I forgot to inflict burn count, which is a little disappointing, but oh well. She'll get some next turn. But I actually did a good amount of damage that turn. I feel like this wave is going to take a while. It's not actually going to be that hard. Alright, chat. Everybody salute Faust. This is the end of the road for her. I want to bring in Ishmael so that we can use our Blossom Star. Yo, how much AoE does this have? I gotta remind myself. Attack weight +1 for every 20% missing HP. Okay, it doesn't have any AoE, so that is where I'm gonna clash that. Let's see here. Oh, 7s to Faust. She did her job, and now it's time for her to go. Here, let me inflict burn count on Dulcinea so I don't forget that again. This is a good turn for a 4th match flame, in fact. This is a good turn for another 4th match flame, in fact. Because I think it's funny. I could Impending Day, I could get full Wrath Resonance if I really wanted, but I kind of don't care. So... how many bullets is this going to put me on? I literally can't see the buff. It'll put me on 5, that's good. Farewell, Faust. You did good, but it's time for you to go. That's the fireworks show, by the way. Oh my god, she actually got tails. That's insane. That's so much damage. That's the blessing from Faust. To enable Rhodia to get tails and deal extra damage. 16 burn, yay! Hey, I mean, that's good. Oh, she's very close to dead. This might just kill. Is she dead? I actually don't know if she dies to the burn effect. She does. Okay. Next up is Barber. I killed her in 2 turns. I would like to remind everybody that in the actual story fight against her, this fight took me like 15 turns. Oh yeah, by the way, I have poise. Just because. You know, who cares? Might as well, right? Yo, Sinclair, your sanity is not looking good, buddy. But also, I don't really think it's gonna matter. What does this do again? Not much is the answer, I suppose. How do I get SP back? It's like this, right? Alright, let's bully this Barber. Yo, what the heck? I kind of forgot that this was even a skill. If I'm being honest. But that takes care of it, so... nobody can really clash with this. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't seem like it's gonna matter. So, let's bully this Barber. Is the answer, I suppose. And if she doesn't die this turn, oh, she's dead. She's getting staggered before she even uses that. I did not need to redirect there. You have no idea how satisfying it is to kill these guys this quickly. I think she dies at the end of this turn, which is insane. That's fine. I didn't care. Wow. I mean, she doesn't have any Okay. I could just get an uber crit with the Ryoshu, I suppose. Alright, well that was fun. This is gonna be a 5-turn kill of the Blood Fiend trio. That's ridiculous, actually. I don't care about the blocks. But if I really wanted to, I could have done that in a way that he doesn't get as much defense. Oh well. 4th match flame passive. Oh, you're so right! I wasn't keeping track of her skills, so I didn't realize that was 4 turns ahead. Yo, could I stagger this turn? Not likely, actually. Because he's got the guard. Yeah. I mean, he'll get staggered to the burn damage. He actually didn't. That's fine, though. Alright, well. Sorry, priest. But you're done. Dunzo. Yo, why does Sinclair have wrath damage up, by the way? I don't think he dies. Actually, we're good. 4-turn Blood Fiend trio. Huh? Slash skills gain 1 plus coin power, minus coin power. Change slash resistance of the final boss to weak. I have mostly blunt. I wouldn't use that. Okay, so there's one of those for each of them, but I'd be giving... No. Why would I ever take that? Like, what? Yeah, pick the final boss weakness. I think Pride is probably the choice to... Oh, I can't pick Pride. Okay. That's a little annoying. I thought I'd be able to pick Pride, but I guess that's not a big deal. High Risk is funny. Sounds like something I absolutely do not want to take, though. Let's see, who do we have? We have Leo Rodian as Pierce, mostly. Leo Ishmael is Blunt. Magic Bullet Otis is Blunt. Sinclair is Slash. I actually have the most Slash. Don't I? No, I'm not going to pick Comfy. I'm not stupid. I want to clear this in under 20 turns if I can. I'm trying to get under 60 so that I've gotten a faster time with each progressive railway. Yeah, but, like, I don't need to do that. I'd take Refracted Slash, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the safest option here. In fact. Now, granted, I do not know how the fight works, but, like... Plus coin power plus 2... No one picks high risk? That's wrong. Frey picked it last night. And theoretically, it is the fastest. It's what? 13% more damage? That's not how math works. 43% more damage with all attacks. Thought you wanted Refracted Blunt? No, I have the most slash attacks in this team, actually. Like, high risk scares me, because this amount of plus coin power for the final boss is, like, a lot. I've heard that this fight isn't too difficult, but... I took no stagger and healing. I have no stagger and healing, for the record. Alright, let's game. Hello, 400 roses. Let's see what you've got. 6 plus 7. I guess it's only 1 coin. Okay. Hey chat, out of curiosity, is it already taking the plus coin into account? Is this normally a 5 plus 1? Or is this what it normally is? No. Final boss doesn't have many coins. Yeah, so I guess the coins isn't that big of a deal then. Inflicts bleed. I'm not too worried about. Whoa! That's an unbreakable coin. I guess that's fine. The head is really weak. I'm noticing. Lust fragility. I can just clash over that. That's a 5 plus 5. Okay. Does it say it when I'm over here? Yes. Okay, so it is actually showing it properly there. That's not too bad, all things considered. Passives. At 100 plus Blood Feast, use a special skill. Turn end at 500 plus Blood Feast consumed by this unit, or if this unit is less than 60%, gain a new pattern. If 9 turns have passed since this unit appeared on the field, I don't think that's a risk. That's just Blood Feast, that's Struggle. After attack, heal the core and the part equal to the amount of damage the unit's attack skill dealt. Doesn't activate if the head part is staggered or destroyed. Okay. Turn end, if this unit healed HP, gain 1 offense level up and 1 defense level down for every 10 HP healed. Okay, I can only stack to 50 burn. Great. If the unit's body part takes damage from an enemy skill, inflict 1 bleed count on the attacker. Understandable. I'm not going to remember any of this. At 20 plus Blood Feast, consume 50 Blood Feast and heal the core and head parts. Don't care. Gain a defense level down for every 100 Blood Feast consumed by this unit. Gain an HP healing boost for every 200 consumed. You know, something tells me that this isn't going to be that big of a deal. I'm going to be honest. Ishmael rolls a little low, to be fair. How do I want to do this? Because I've got some pretty bad skills lined up, so I'm probably going to have to use some ego right now. Oh, that sounds good, actually. Even if his speed is... What's his speed? 1 to 4. Okay, well... Nah, I'd rather just use Sun Shower at that point. Let's give him some Wrath Fragility. Whatever. I might Blind Obsession here, honestly. I know I'm gonna 4th match Flame, because I have tons of ego resources left over. I went into this fight with all the buffs that make you take more tanky, plus Nebulizer and Bleed. I did not do that. Does it have teeth? Yeah, it's got a bunch of teeth in the center. It's weak to literally everything, by the way. Oh, you know what? This'll do more damage. Okay, I need to do this so that everything is hitting... Every AoE is hitting the head. Which I think literally just means clash with all the AoEs here. Because, I mean, that one's going to be a little bit worse. That should be fine. There. Which one isn't hitting the head? Now it is. Okay. Now somebody just needs to be able to clash with this. Which is probably going to be Ishmael. I'm not scared of this attack at all. Right? Like, it'll do a decent amount of damage, but at the same time, who cares, you know? Alright. Boom 'em. No, I had a better idea. I had a much better idea. You'll get it in a second, chat. She hit tails again! She's so reliable. Like, genuinely, that's so good. Sorry, Ishmael. I'm gonna take a little bit of damage, but it's not too big of a deal. Here's 6 Dark Flame to all parts next turn, so that'll be helpful. This is 1 Wrath damage up to everybody. And then 4th Match Flame is just gonna roll really high. I think next turn I get the buffed attack from 4th Match Flame as well. Yep, that's 12 Dark Flame, alright. These are all... okay. Those are all unbreakable. That's a little annoying, but also not that big of a deal. How much am I actually concerned about those? I guess is the question. Oh, you know what? This is 6 Magic Bullet. How does the reroll work on this again? For every 7 burn on the main target. I can get 2 hits. There's no way I can get 3 hits because he doesn't have any burn, sadly. But I think that's still probably the play. I'm going to Blind Obsession this turn so I have SP. No, I really should Ardor Blossom Star, because it'll be funny. I gotta make this actually work. Okay, now those are both targeting. You're just gonna use this, I think. There's another 4th Match Flame. And then... I'm running a little low on ego resources, but at the same time, I'm gonna do so much damage this turn. So, like... I'm not worried. Your lust resources are crying? That's fine. I don't really need them, if I'm being honest with you. There's 12. How? Have some more Dark Flame, idiot. That did 700 damage. I think we're gonna be okay. This attack is the only one that's not gonna do a huge amount. The body is almost staggered, by the way. There's a good chance Ardor Blossom Star just staggers it, which would be really nice. Dang it. Not if I hit Tails. I don't think. Low on Lust? Doesn't matter. I only need Pride and Wrath. Yeah, I didn't stagger. Unfortunate, but oh well. The rose guzzles up the flood of blood glistening in crimson, but even in the inundation of blood wasn't enough. Its glossy eyes glowers at the sinner from between the petals. Select this to raise the abnormality's offenses while reducing its defenses. That sounds fun. Select this to consume HP from allies to reduce the abnormality's offenses while raising its defenses. Never picking that. Select this to consume HP from allies to reduce offense... no. Select this to partially eliminate Blood Feast, raise the offenses, and reduce defenses. So, do I want to reduce Blood Feast? Why would I ever pick the first one? I always pick this one, right? The third one made the fight so easy. I mean, yeah, it'll reduce offenses. Bottom one is the best. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no reason to ever pick the first one. And also, reducing its blood feast is just good, right? So, the sinners busily ran about, cleaning as much blood as they can from the premises. Facing an even greater dearth of blood, its petals begin to shudder uncannily as the thorns rise threateningly. It gains attack power up and fragile. Okay. Sure. Now what? Aren't you staggered? You have wings? Okay. Buffalo? Ew. Oh, that's the head doing that too. That's a little annoying. How do I want to deal with that? I love that the body is staggered anyways. The head does not have the deep... Oh, it does. Wait, what? Okay, he's not consuming any blood feast. So these don't gain anything. In fact, he's gaining 6 fragile next turn because of how this works. Alright, let me use this turn to blind obsession so that I have some SP back. Sure. And then we can just attack the body with everybody else. Since it's staggered. Get more burn on it. That doesn't work as well as I'd like it to, actually. These are gonna hurt. They don't have any coin effects. GG, it's over. Oh, I think it's fine. I think I will be okay, if I'm being honest. Since the head is already broken. Oh, I get a bunch of SP back from this too, I forgot. It's not going to have a huge amount of burn count, but I guess that's fine. Nice crit. 7. I mean, that looks cool, but it didn't really do that much, if I'm being honest. Oh! Alright. I guess. That's fine. Okay. It's out of burn. Now we just have to deal with these attacks with attack power up. I think I'll be okay. Okay. So does every part have 2 fragile now? No, the head gains the fragile. Okay. So I need to use AoEs this turn, basically, is what it's saying. Sinclair, where is your skill 2? My guy. Yeah, that does roll really high, to be fair. Nope, hold on. I'm doing this wrong. I have to do this first so that they'll all target the head. I actually... That still doesn't work. I have to do... Boom. Boom. Deselect that. Oh. Boom. There we go. I've still got to deal with that one. Do I want to? Who's it targeting? Ishmael? I mean, Ishmael is low on HP, to be fair. I'm just gonna trust that the body gets staggered here, if I'm being honest. Sinclair, you can... Lantern, sure. First time that she got heads, which is sad, but also not too big of a deal. Thank you, Ishmael. That was actually the attack that I wanted the most to get heads on. 138. Not enough to stagger. So Ishmael is staggered, that's fine. I heard the stagger noise. It worked. Okay, that is an annoying tails flip, but also not that big of a deal. And the body is still not staggered. That's fine, I guess. Ishmael, no! It's fine. 800 HP left, huh? I'd really like to kill him in less than 20 turns. If I could kill him this turn, that would be very satisfying, but I kind of don't expect it to happen. Ooh, I think we just stagger the body after one attack. Which is very convenient. I'm going to assume that that is the case, but I'm still going to attack it twice. I think we've got it. Maybe not this turn, but definitely next turn, if not this turn. No resources for bullet. Can you use lantern again? No, there's no point in doing that. That's fine. And also, yes, it did stagger in a single hit, so we're good. Now, does it die is the question, I suppose. It's looking like it might. I don't remember if I inflicted Dark Flame. Oh, it did! Otis just killed it. Epic. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Where's all your burn count and potency? From the effect that was reducing my... The effect that was dealing wrath damage based on enemy burn every turn was getting rid of it, so it was hard to maintain it. Let's see. Otis dealt the most damage, and second was Ryoshu? I guess I did use fourth match flame a lot. Then Yisang was third, obviously. Rodion, fourth. Sinclair, fifth. Faust, sixth. Wait, there's one missing. Then we have Honglu, then Heathcliff, Blade Lineage Merceau, Butler Ryoshu, Liu Ishmael, all the way down here, and then the last three poise units at the bottom. Shout out to Pequod Captain Ishmael, who did almost nothing. Yisang bad? You had the third highest damage of the team. How do you take away bad from that? Nice. Alright, 53 turns total. I'm happy with that. I would have liked to have gotten in 50. I think if I did save ego resources more for certain things, I could have gotten through parts of that faster. But I'm probably good with this. 19, 15, and 19. Used Faust the most. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Yisang was the SP support. That's why that's why that ID is so good, for the record. It's just because the SP support is crazy. We look at details. I wish I could see the individual turns for each wave, but... Oh, you can see the details for each section. Nice. And yeah, Liu Yisang did the most, second most in section 1. Thank you, Dark Flame damage. Jeez. Kind of wish they can separate the damage bar for ego damage and ID damage. I mean, yeah, but, like, why would they ever do that, you know? Alright, and then these will all be the same because I only use them for that section. And section 3, oh my Ryoshu. Wow. She just did not care. I was spamming 4th match flame so much. I think bleed would probably be easier for the final segment, but I'm the burn guy, so... Also, isn't this faster than a lot of runs? I've seen a lot of people posting runs of, like, mid-70s, 60s, kinda. 53 turns feels really fast. I know it's not the fastest I've seen is 44. I don't think 50... I just feel like it's above average. I'm going to keep using burn in every single piece of content that I can. Bleed got me 48. Well, that's pretty good, too. I need to extract 4th match ego. You only really need... You need all 3 of them, yeah. I was using all 3. What are your thoughts on this railroad? Okay. I can give my thoughts on each individual fight, I suppose. Let me close that. I'll go back in so that I can look at it properly. Oh, thanks. Okay, so I don't want to enter. Fight 1, I don't remember what this was. Hurting Teddy Bear? Fight 1 doesn't really matter in any of the railways, so I didn't really have any opinion of that. Rose Hunter just kind of felt boring in it. With bleed sinking, nice. Fight 3, the 3-level tier 3 Peculum. Though that's like... It wasn't that bad. Somebody said in my Discord that was unironically the hardest part of the whole railway. And it was, like, fine. I didn't really have any trouble. It had some sinking for the next wave. Sleeping Bag of a Bygone Day, genuinely a bit disappointing. He didn't really have much of a gimmick, and his fight wasn't very interesting as a result. But I did kill him pretty fast as well. So, maybe it's just that I managed to stagger him on the turn he would have used a big move, but I was a little disappointed with that fight, yeah. There's no Discord command, Kiwi. You have to just post the link. It's in the description. Why didn't Rose Hunter help us hunt the rose? That's a really good question. No. Peculums. I like Peculum fights, but they're always just kind of like ego spam to do the best thing. Right? I think making them use bullets is funny. All those IDs roll ridiculously high. But you can just do what I did and use Pegritier on turn 1 to... Or not Pegritier, the other one. On turn 1 in order to just use binds and stagger all of them. So, this wave was kind of interesting. It took me longer because I forgot there were more enemies in it. But can we get new Shi IDs? That'd be nice, yeah. It's an ego duel, just like a real PvP game. Yeah, except without the actual PvP. I actually did like the Der Flugschütz fight. It's really cool that you have to, like, balance where you're targeting. And also that you can sometimes take additional hits. I think that's probably the standout fight of the railway, if I had to be honest. I'm not that big of a fan of Der Freischütz or Der Flugschütze. But honestly, I think in terms of all the new fights, because pretty much every fight was new except for the first 2, that was my favorite to actually play. I think with Burn it would be a bit easier. I think with any status effect that deals damage passively, it would be way easier. But that's definitely my favorite out of the new fights. Dulcinea was way easier since I used Burn on it. Like, that didn't feel difficult at all. It was kind of just there. This wave of Peculum could have not existed, and I feel like the railway would have been just as fine. It literally did pretty much nothing. I could have saved a turn if Priest Gregor didn't exist. Blood Fiend Trio is just Blood Fiend Trio. I killed them in 4 turns. Like, they're not very interesting compared to Peculum Trio. Mostly because they start at 0 SP. In the story fight, you start at 0 SP too. In this one, you just start at 45, and so they're a complete joke. And then the last fight... Just like all the other railways, the last fight's kind of just, like, thematic. Cinematic. It's not really intended to be difficult. It's a decent fight, I'd say. The choice to boost its attack in order to deal more damage is nice. The bleed reduction buff is so strong that it trivializes the last section. Yeah, and as you could have guessed, I didn't even start with it. I took it after the full Dulcinea fight. I think that being able to choose the boss's weaknesses as you're going up to it is really cool. Because it's not like... what's his face? Spiral of Contempt, where you just kind of have to deal with him having a ton of defense. You can kind of build the boss to be weak to your most prominent damage types. And to be fair, I think that giving the final boss 2 coin power is not enough to warrant it. I think you pick that every single time. I don't think there's any scenario, unless you have, like, no ego resources, there's no scenario where you ever don't give it 2 coin power. Because it doesn't have enough coins to matter. Like, you even saw when I got to the AoEs, I ended the turn with the double AoE with more HP than I had at the start of it. It really didn't make a big impact. The buffs are cool. I think they're a little underdeveloped. Like, you obviously just pick the buffs that are most important for whatever teams you're planning on running. And then the one that gives the boss 30% more damage from all physical attacks. Yeah, if you use the bleed on the last boss, you need to use Blood Fiends. You can steal all the Blood Feasts so it doesn't get any. Last boss is the last 3 railways had mechanic to reduce some sin resistances. I don't think King and Binds did. I think King and Binds resistances were static. No, we're never going to fight that abnormality in story copy. We'll see it in one of the Railway 5 packs when we get the next Mirror Dungeon, probably. And yeah, being able to support your own archetype in a way that's not just inflict 1 additional burn potency. You know? That was a choice early on, but I was thinking of Rose Sign. Oh, fair enough. That one is, yeah. How hard would it be to do the last section with a poised team? I don't think it would be very hard. If you take the buff that reduces your bleed count every turn, there's no danger. All of the fights rely on bleed. So... in terms of difficulty, this railway was a lot easier, but it was a lot more fun. I thought it was pretty good. I don't think the difficulty of the last 2 railways was super high. I did both of them first try without resetting. And honestly, you should be able to do them first try without resetting. I think that if you do them first time and you get a bad turn count, that's where the difficulty comes in getting it lowered. It was rough. Dang. What if you rank them all right now? Like every fight or every railway? Because I can rank every railway really easy. +1 bleed count and potency for enemies is diabolical. I can imagine that it would be, yeah. Yeah, Bloody Banquet turns Section 3 really easy, and I don't think there's a scenario where you ever don't take it. Every railway. Okay, I'll make it easy. Least favorite railway was Line 2. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. Like, that is by far the worst one. Then Railway 1, because it was kind of just stally. I didn't really like it that much. Then is Railway 3. Number 2 is Railway 4, and number 1 is Railway 5. I do think this is my favorite one. Forcing you to use more than one team is cool. I like the buff things, even if I think it's a little underdeveloped. Felt more fair during the Peculum segments. If that makes sense. Like, I think the most annoying part of Railway 2... No. The most annoying part of Railway 4 was that the Peculums kind of just... You had to deal with ego no matter what. And that could sometimes result in situations where you just had to restart. What was the gimmick of Railway 2? Oh boy, are you glad you missed that one. Every time... The first time you go... You have to do it 5 times. Is the gimmick. The first time you did 3 fights, second time you did 4, third time you did 6, I think. Fourth time you did 7, fifth time you did 8, and then after the 5th run, you go to the center to do the last fight. It was 29 fights total. In order to get the banner, you had to finish the railway in under 150 turns. If you do the math, that's 5.1 turns per fight at maximum. And it has like 5 fights that are designed to waste your time. Railway 2... the Railway 2 fights, so that no one will cry, doesn't matter. He literally did nothing, so who cares? Steam Transport Machine is a fight I really like, and I feel like I would like it a lot more if I didn't have to do it 5 times. No, there was a 150 turn banner. It was added later. It was added two days later, in fact. The worst fight in the entire railway is the 3rd one, Drifting Fox, because it gains protection based on how many loops you've done. Which is stupid. T-Corp guys can be pretty annoying, but they're ultimately not that inoffensive. Yeah, I did 143 turns when I did Railway 2. What was after the T-Corp guys? Fey Lantern. Fey Lantern isn't even a fight. It takes 3 turns or it takes 5 turns. There's no in between. And it's just kind of lame. Abnormalities, whatever. Fight is lame. Shock Centipede is a fight I also really like. And to be fair, when I did that railway, I completed the fight a turn faster with every subsequent time. Like, the first time I did it in 5, second time I did it in 4, third time I did it in 3. I think people dislike that fight because they refused to read it and so didn't know how to do it, but that's a really well-designed fight. The fight against Fairy Gentleman by himself is just nothing. The fight against Fairy Gentleman and Fairy Longlegs together is also nothing, because after the second turn, Fairy Longlegs just stops attacking. Wayward Passenger's cool. You only get to fight him 1 time in the entire railway, but he was pretty cool. And then the final boss was Sign of Roses, which was a big nothing in terms of difficulty. Just kill all the flowers and then you get 2 turns to wail on him. Usually you could clear that fight in 5 turns without much strategy. It's a good fight, I just think it was way too easy. You have to destroy the shield on Shock Centipede every time. But, like, my complaints with Railway 1 was mostly just because it was the first one. They didn't really have a good system for it, so I don't really blame them. My big complaint with Railway 1 is that there were, like, 4 fights where the enemies had 80 defense level for no reason, so they were impossible to kill quickly. Yo, yippee! Congrats, Angela. Railway 3. I kind of like Railway 3's order until you get to the third segment. Segment 2 is really frustrating because it's super stally. That's my big complaint with Railway 3. I really like the Drenched Gossipium fight. I've always kind of disliked Dream Devouring Silk Current, but in that run I killed him in 2 turns. Yes, 80 defense level. That is not an exaggeration. Slithering Inquisitor. Slithering Inquisitor had 82 defense level. For no reason. He was level 25. He had 82 defense level. It was because of the weird way that they had growth stats. Back then, it didn't work the way that it works now. How do I make a big deal on Twitter so they let me play Railway? You can't. There's story bosses in this. They're not going to make it available earlier. They should just make all of them available. But they're not going to do that either. Let's be realistic. Railway 4. The first fight was kind of lame. It had a gimmick. The gimmick was not interesting. Second fight was just a bunch of mooks, so it also wasn't really interesting. Third fight was against my least favorite story boss in the game, and in the Railway, it's just not a problem at all. So, like, the entire first section was nothing. The Peculums were cool as a gimmick for the second section. I will say the Kurokumo fight in between them was a whole lot of nothing, because June is not a threat if you can just choose what to target. Oh no, I don't think the Moth was that big of a problem. Unlocking Sancho isn't spoilers. Yeah, I know, right? Section 3 was a little lame because it was just a bunch of Peculum and then a boss that wasn't very interesting. And then Section 4 was a bunch of Peculum and then a boss that wasn't really interesting. So, like, this is what I mean. The final boss of Railways is never really difficult. It's just cinematic. Oh no, here's the thing. I got under 120 turns on Railway 1 without Rabbit Heathcliff. I didn't get Rabbit Heathcliff until in the middle of Season 2. Like, I didn't have W Corp Dawn. It took me a while to get some of those Season 1 IDs. My entire bleed team besides Manager Dawn and Priest Gregor got wiped in one attack from Dulcinea, but I was able to clutch up with the bench players. Definitely was a fun narrative for my clear. I mean, that's cool, yeah. Boss started with like 30% HP. No, it starts with like 20% less. But even then, it is just roll big, the fight. Oh yeah, Glupo was very boring. KQE doesn't even have a gimmick, because its gimmick relies on you staying in the fight for 9 turns, which is not possible. That fight is not hard enough for that. Yeah, Railway 1 is the only one that could be cleared with a single Sinner, to be fair. But I kind of like that they changed that, so. In this, Section 1, in this one, I'll be honest, not really much going on there. Section 2 is kind of fun. I don't really like that they're relying on Pekatula for every fight now. I hope they don't just do that every single time, because it doesn't make it difficult. It just makes it ego spam. Like, genuinely. But Der Flugschütz, really, really good fight. I like that fight a lot. I think it's probably one of my favorite fights in the game. Does it top Pequod Trio? I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. Section 3... Here's the thing. Couldn't you clear Railroad 2 with just Spice Bush? No, because you had to use multiple Sinners on Fey Lantern or else he would die instantly. Section 3 in this one, I have mixed opinions on. On one hand, it feels too easy with the buff that makes you lose bleed count every turn. On the other hand, I watched Frey play the fight last night against Dulcinea and ended the fight the first wave with 5 Sinners that were about to bleed out from bleed damage. Because he didn't have that buff. So, like, it's too easy with the buff, and it's too hard without it. What's the hardest railroad fight overall? Good question. The easy answer is Pequod Trio, but in my brain I want to say everything there of an Inquisitor in Railway 1. I don't think any of the fights in Railway 2 are particularly difficult, they're just luck-based. No, Transport Machine on high cycle doesn't matter. There was a buff that reduced bleed count? Yes. I can show it, actually, I think. Yeah, here. I took it here. On hit, if the enemy lost HP, heal HP equal to 10% of the damage dealt. All allies lose 3 bleed count at turn end. No, I think everything there of an Inquisitor is more difficult than Slithering Inquisitor. Because you make one mistake in that fight, suddenly the boss has 6 attack power up and you can't hurt him. Those enemies are crazy. And also, keep in mind, in that railway, you had a lot fewer options for Sinners. And you also only had 5 units. What's the fight you need the most luck for? That's also a really good question. I'm not looking at chat because I want to come up with the answer myself first. I feel like the most luck-based fight in any railway... I mean, if you're not going for low turn counts, there's not really any luck involved in any of them. If you're going for low turn counts, it's gotta be Shock Centipede, right? Like, I love that fight, but so many things have to go right for you to be able to kill that guy quickly. So... you know... like, that was the majority of my... I think 3 hours of my 8-hour Railway 2 stream was Shock Centipede. Because... it was literally just me resetting until Corroded Rhymeshank always hit heads and I broke the shield turn 1. I don't think the Envy Peculums require that much luck. I think if you know how the game mechanics work, it's not that difficult. There are scenarios where if you get unlucky, you have to restart. But I don't think they're generally unfair. In fact, by definition, they're completely fair, but, you know. Oh yeah, what were the enemy buffs I got? I guess I'm not looking at the total. 4 enemy levels, 20% enemy HP, minus 25% HP on allies. I honestly, this might be a must pick because it's the only one that doesn't buff the enemies. Enemies deal 10% more. I gave them 1 clash power, another 10% more damage, and the 2 plus coin power. Yeah, people do forget how squishy the Sinners are, to be fair. Speed and getting skill 3 turn 1 can be annoying. I mean, yeah. Keep in mind I never used Picaritia, and there were a couple turns where using Picaritia would have helped me. I just was saving it. Which Peculum fight is the worst? It's the one in Section 3 of Railway 4. Easily. Because it's just a bunch of roll big IDs. There's nothing interesting about it. Yellow rock, dude. That was... While you are correct, that's not the question that was being asked. I don't think. I do think that that specific enemy sucks, but I don't think that fight was very difficult in this railway. Like, your avatar is a bug, go play Hollow Knight. Hang on, let me do something for you. I have 145 hours in Hollow Knight on PC. And over 300 hours in it on Switch. Why are you telling me to play this game? Like, I've played it. Definitely. You go play Bug Fables. Yeah, I think depending on what teams you bring, you're going to want to pick different buffs. If you bring Rupture... This line kind of sucks for Rupture, doesn't it? Because of how many different target... You could use Rupture pretty effectively in Section 1, but I feel like in the other sections it's not very good. The 2 final power is a really big buff, but... I have a 0 and 20 success rate on getting people to play Bug Fables. That's unfortunate. It's such a good game. Rupture works really well in Section 1, but I can't see it working in the other ones. Tremor... I don't know if Tremor works either. Like, I know Sinking can work in Section 2 because people were talking about it in chat. Being able to lower enemy SP is just really useful. And Fluk Shoots is weak to it, isn't he? So, yeah, the final power on the Rupture IDs is really, really good. Also, if you take Rupture, Sinking, Bleed, the Rupture buff technically works on half of the Blood Fiend IDs. So... yeah, and nothing stops you from bringing Cinq Marceau in your main team. I feel like Sinking also makes this really easy. Because most of the fights in the last section have SP. The final boss, you can make it weak to Gloom. So, like... Sinking is probably really good in this railway. I'm not gonna test it myself. You should play Silk Song when it's coming out tomorrow. Sure. What I used was Burn, Sinking, Bleed in order. I just used Burn, Poise, Burn. Mostly because it was the 2 new stuff, but I never actually ended up using the new Thoracalgia. Yeah, I imagine Sinking in Section 1 is equivalent to Rupture. I don't know if Sleeping Bag is weak to it, though. Let me check this. Let's see. A level 50 ticket is awesome, by the way. 50 tier 4 tickets and 20 tier 3 tickets is nice. 200 thread is whatever. 20 red boxes is whatever. 60 yellow boxes, I'm gonna be honest, you get more than this by doing a hard mirror dungeon. So, whatever. But 40 pulls is awesome. So I'll never complain about that, especially now that almost every ID is seasonal. What team would you recommend for Sinking? I can do that. 1 second. I'm just scrolling down because, yeah, I cleared it in 53. Give me that. Let me equip these because I think they're cool. Oh, it actually shows how many turns you got each section in. That's cool. Actually, knowing that, I don't want to redo it to get 50, even, because it's 1915-19, which is it looks really good on the thing. What's the effect? Oh, I didn't equip the effect one. Whoops. Well, there's no effect on it. It's not doing anything. Oh, it doesn't move in there. Let's see. I got the new ones of these two. Let me equip an ego for this so that you can actually see the thing. Oh, that's not very pleasing on the eyes, I gotta be honest. I like Yisang anyway. I like this idea a lot. Customization, why does it not? Boom. There we go. Somebody asked, what was the team I recommend for syncing? I actually have syncing built. This is what I would recommend. Overall. Active team, not in order, because I don't know the proper order. Personally, there've been a lot of syncing stuff released since I did my syncing guide, so you definitely want Gregor, Ishmael, Heathcliff, Yisang. And then, I'll be honest, the last two for me are probably Faust and Rodian. Whole bunch of people still think Rodian's bad for some reason. She's definitely not. Syncing positive on 2/3 of her skills. Or 1/3 of her skills, rather. Because skill 1 can potentially not exist. And the rest are just syncing count. Like, what's your charge team? Good question. I'm pretty sure it's Heathcliff, Faust, Otis, Don, Ryoshu, Merceau. And yes, these ones. No Honglu? Nah, you don't need Honglu. He's good, but whatever. You know? Why do people think she's bad? I have no idea. This is, people always argue that she's not S tier, but she definitely is. Red Mist over W? I think that's personal preference, actually. I think if you want to use Red Mist over W, if you want to use W over Red Mist, that's perfectly viable. No Ishmael? No, Ishmael's one of the backups. Definitely. 24, 19, 25. That's still under 100. Like, 18, 18, 25. What happened in Section 2? Literally everybody in chat is posting that Section 2 was the fastest. How does yours the same as Section 1? What happened? Did you just get unlucky? Red Mist? It doesn't matter. It looks like Gavura's kit. That's why they call it that. You can always borrow one ID you're missing. That's true. They both have their niches. I prefer Red Eyes and Penitence because it gets the blunt damage boost from Ishmael. That's basically all I use it for. And if you really wanted to, you could use Rhino as well. Rhino is still a solid pick. Yeah. That's the charge team. Like, this isn't my favorite charge team. My favorite charge team is this one. This team brings Otis, Ryoshu, Faust, Rodian, Don Quixote, and then either Heathcliff or Merceau, depending on what damage type you need. It's very fun to do Envy Resonance stuff. Once Gregor gets a good charge ID, he'll make charge team very good with Rupture. What? I really doubt that. I would like Gregor to get a good charge ID, yeah. By the way, fun fact, chat. Charge has not gotten any support in 6 months. The last charge thing we got was Red Eyes and Penitence Ryoshu. That's just Envy? No, it's a charge team, trust. All of these sinners have charge ego. And Rhodia's here because she's just really good. And also has an Envy ego. But Heathcliff also has a charge ego, too. The burn treatment? Yeah, it's kind of feeling that way. Yes, really. Charge is currently in the process of getting the burn treatment. Charge is sort of complete. Charge is very boring, but keep in mind how long we had to wait for burn stuff, and the burn stuff we got was basically the same as the burn stuff we already had. When was Otis? Otis was a week before Murder on the Warp Express. She's season 1, or season 0. Charge team with 3 charge IDs. It's an Envy Resonance team. All of the Envy Ego are charge based, so you bring a lot of charge IDs in it. I'm sick of Warp Train anyways. If we're gonna get more charge IDs, they need to stop being Warp Train related. I don't think that's the issue, personally. I think the issue is they just don't have enough factions for it. Because what charge factions do we have, chat? We have W Corp, R Corp, and Multicrack, and technically the Rose Spanners, but like those don't really count. It's the same issue with Burn. There aren't very many charge factions, just in general. Even in Library of Ruina, there were only 2 charge factions. Oh, I guess there were 3. I'm forgetting about Kane Office, but they would never give us that stuff this early. Is there an enemy charge faction? In this game, yes. T-Corp technically did charge first. But there's gotta be another one. There's no way that's the only charge enemies. Don't the Blood Fiend W Corp guys use charge? Like in Murder on the Warp Express, don't they actually use charge too? They can make more charge factions? I agree. Like when I was making custom stuff, one of the charge factions I did was J Corp Corrections. Because I think it would be cool. But new charge faction will be Enkephalin charge based. Okay. No. The first T-Corp enemies we encountered were charge. They made up the Rose Spanners. They can do that with anyone, I guess. Yeah, they could literally give us charge IDs for Honglu's Kanto if they wanted, I suppose. I would really like some Burn. I would always like Burn, though. The actual T-Corp does use Colorful Tremor. But keep in mind that Yisang's Kanto came out when Self-Tremor didn't exist. The only Self-Tremor ID we had was Spice Bush at that point. If I should use Charge or Rupture, since those are my last 2 teams left. I feel like either one of those is going to have trouble. Burn? More like burn to the ground. Okay. Is there any reason why Burn is your favorite status? Yeah, I just like the IDs that are in it. Like, I've always been a pyromancy kind of guy. I wouldn't say the Burn IDs are my favorite. I would like to get Liu with the actual drip, like these 3. But I just really like passive damage that doesn't rely on clashing. A lot of the times what happens with Bleed. Spice Bush was the release of Part 3? That's correct, yeah. So it was the same update that we got the T-Corp enemies. But yeah, I just really like Burn. Fire should stop being fun. Yeah, what they need to do is make Burn IDs that do other things, because right now the only 2 Burn IDs that are unique in any way are Dawn Office Sinclair and Magic Bullet Otis. The 2 stars are all similar to each other in that 3 of them are really bad and the other's Ryoshu. Liu Rodian, Liu Ishmael, and Liu Yisang are all very similar to each other. Yisang at least has a bonus effect that makes him better. So does Rodian, to be fair. And then Ardor Blossom Star Faust is just... This is just Liu Ishmael, but gives burn to herself and eventually explodes. Like, she's very similar to Liu Ishmael, if you actually look at her kit. But it is a solid ID. I think I've displayed that it can be, you can self-destruct her and use her well in this stream, to be fair. What can burn do? Burn harder? Yeah, that's what Magic Bullet Otis does. You could add poise to it. I don't think that makes it more interesting. I think that'll probably just bloat it. It does count. Right? Ardor Blossom's Star Faust is the most interesting burn ID, to be fair. Give Merceau a better burn ID. I agree. If you give Merceau a better burn ID, burn immediately becomes meta because of Capote. Similar to Liu. She has a funny surprise. It's a bomb. Burn Poise is Magic Bullet Otis? You're so right, actually. Hey, Farzan. You missed literally everything. Oh, that's never happening, Graveler. Faust is the most unique. Out of all the burn IDs, yeah, but that's just she blows herself up. Hope Leo, Greg, and Merceau never ever get replaced. They're both too iconic. I hope they get replaced. They're both very bad. Yeah, Middle Merceau is his best burn ID for now. Which is funny because he doesn't actually inflict burn. I had fun. Yeah, I actually did have fun. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I wasn't having fun. I had a lot of fun with this. The fights were at least stimulating enough that I had to think about them. And I had fun with it. Liu Faust will never be released? Probably, yeah. Actually, I think what's more likely is that it's the next Liu ID we get, and she's part of Section 3. Which LCE Abno suit IDs would you like to see in the future? AEDD, because it's very cool. I like the design of it a lot. There are no burn abnormalities, so I don't need to ask for any of those. What happened to Rhino Greg? Nobody knows. He just doesn't exist. LCE ego is kind of the same as LCB ego. Or LB... Limbus... Lobotomy Corp ego. They're kind of the same. They're not exactly the same, obviously. They work differently. Skin Profit? That's not getting a... That's not getting an ego suit. Be realistic. I'm just trying to think. I don't know. I think we're pretty likely to get an AEDD LCE Ego ID when they rerun Checkup. Because that's like the one that they didn't give us. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Pursuance, maybe? I think Pursuance would be cool. I'm just like, I'm trying to remember all of them because I don't. Oddly enough. Yeah, honestly, I think Pursuance is probably my pick for that. I don't know what it would do. Tremor Burst for no reason, I guess. Isn't Skin Profit and all of the Abnos still in the whale? We actually don't know where those ones went. AEDD ego suit is probably for Gregor. I mean, you can say that, but the LCE ego we have so far... Yo, what the heck? Sorry, thank you, anti-OS, for that $10. I appreciate it. With Liu being large-scale battles-oriented, a Liu ID that inflicts lust and wrath damage fragility based on the more enemies parts with burn would beat least something else. I guess, yeah. But what I was going to say was, the LCE ego IDs that we have so far don't have an actual ego from the same abnormality. The whale is dead, yes. I can't hit the thumbs up on the comment. That's fine. Contempt Awe Heathcliff. I guess. It's going to affect the trout population? Not really. They'll just eat them. Let's be real. Oh yeah, chat. Want to see something really funny? 10. I did my polls off screen because I wanted to work on the script last night, and I did get it done. I have the script recorded. I just need to start editing, which I will do today. Overview will be on Saturday like normal. I didn't get Yi Sang from the poll. I got Thoracalgia on my first 10 poll. So I was like, okay, I'll just use boxes on Yi Sang because I can. I got a couple of these guys. But like, I was so happy that I got it immediately because it means I get to save all this for the next event. I got Faust Intent too, sharded Yi Sang because he could be sharded for because he's season 0. You can shard any ID that's season 0 on the day they come out. If it's only if they're seasonal that you have to wait a week. I didn't know you could just see extraction history. Yeah, it's actually really nice. Ishmael. But yeah, I didn't have to do a lot of things. Isn't next event the sweeper? Yeah, next is the sweeper event. It's the Night in the Backstreets event. Don't know when it's going to be. Probably in 2 weeks, if I had to guess, because they've been going really fast. Thoracalgia is seasonal because of Railway. Yeah. The way that they're kind of doing it is the abnormalities ego for the Railway are going to be seasonal from now on, which explains why Fell Bullet Heathcliff is season 0, but Fell Bullet Yi Sang is season 5. Why did they choose to make him season 0? Are all Liu season 0? Yeah, every single Liu ID is season 0. There is the anniversary event, I guess. I feel like if they're gonna put a banner attached to the anniversary event, it'll probably be season 0, if I had to guess. Now, that's not true, Baron. There are 2 association IDs that are not season 0, and they are Zwei West Section 4 Sinclair and Sync West Section 4 Merceau, which are season 5. Are we getting Liu IDs because we're going to see Liu fighting the sweepers? Not likely. Like, they did give us a W Corp ID before Murder on the Warp Express, but I think that was coincidental. Yeah, they're tied to the story, pretty much. They have kind of just forgotten about 7 Association, by the way. They've super forgotten about She Association. Paula is Ishmael, not Sinclair. No, Paula is Sinclair. Ishmael is a Season 0 ID. She's not related to the story in any way. She? I hardly know her. I kind of hope they do eventually give us new she IDs, but I also don't really care. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you, Misha. A she renaissance during Ryoshi's Kanto. I really doubt it. Her Kanto is going to be dealing with the fingers. So we'll get a lot of finger IDs. Why do you think they neglect the she so much? Are they not popular enough? No, I think the mechanic people, everybody hated the mechanic, and so they didn't want to do it again. Honestly, that seems the most likely. They have not given us Trace and 8 association IDs, and we don't know if Dodeca exists. Well, it wouldn't be called Dodeca. Wait, what? No, I guess it would be. That would be Otis, not Gregor. Although, since we are heading to Urban Nightmare territory, we are likely getting the she. We're already in Urban Nightmare, I thought. The checkup event said that if Limbus Company were given a rank by the Hana Association, it would be Urban Nightmare. We're already there. Turns out making units that need to low HP in a game that makes losing HP the worst thing ever was a bad idea. Yeah. Give us our 1000 HP units that start at 20%. No, don't do that. That's a recipe for disaster, as we've seen in Library of Ruina. They had to nerf them in Ruina. Never made sense for us to get ArcCorp on release since they canonically are star-level units. True, but also, like, they didn't have any other option. I don't think. Who else were they gonna put there, realistically? More W Corp? That would have been bloated. Isn't she supposed to be a super strong section? We only saw them beaten and hyper tired. Yeah, but then they made the gimmick be the same as in Ruina, which makes them stronger at low HP, so... But I kind of like... I'd rather see new stuff, almost. You know? Anything Season 0 I'll always be happy with because it's Season 0 and I don't have to spend any money on it. But as a content creator, I need to have the new stuff, so... ArcCorp are still pretty strong, but there's not a lot of them, so they're still around our power level. I guess. Can't wait to see the Pinky. I'm gonna be honest, I don't expect to see them. Like, Ryoshi's Kanto is about the fingers. But it sounds like it's going to be the thumb and the ring that are gonna be the big ones for this game. And maybe the middle. Since we're in the Book of Vengeance, I guess. But those are the 3 that have shown up so far. And the thumb hasn't even shown up. They were just mentioned that we're on a collision course with them. What part of the finger was Ryoshu associated with? We don't actually know for sure, but we're all assuming that it's the ring because she talks about art a lot. But we've had encounters. We're confirmed to be on a crash course with the thumb, and we've had encounters with the ring in the middle so far. And it feels like it'd be a lot if we also had to deal with the pinky and the index. So I don't expect them all to show up there. Ring Ryoshu sounds insane. Unbreakable coins for related faction. No. I think it's actually not the ring, as Ryoshu speak of them with disdain. She speaks of all of them with disdain. Either we bump into the index and the pinky within the next 3 intervalos, we shouldn't see them. I think there's a chance they show up in Honglu's Kanto. I don't think it's a good chance, but it's possible. Anyways, I've been yapping for like an hour now. As a content creator, you can write off the money you put on Limbus as a business expense. It doesn't work like that, sadly. But I've been yapping for like an hour. We haven't been playing in an hour. I'm a bit hungry. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. It was a fun railway. There's definitely still improvements, but it's been getting better over time, so that's good. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go eat dinner, and then I'm going to probably play a little bit of video games, and then start working on the video, because I do need to get that done. So, have a good rest of your week. I'm going to do the video